Michigan fans. Michigan women's hockey is live and on the air. As we are live here at Yost Ice Arena, where it is your Michigan women's hockey team taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's always a good time when Michigan and Michigan State play. And we do have Coach Ned with us today. How you doing, Coach?
Great. It's a great day for hockey.
It is indeed. Always good when the maize and blue and the green and white tangle. Michigan is one win, no losses, no ties. Their one win was versus Davenport. That was a 10-0 win by Michigan. Taking a look at that game, shots on goal, 3 total for Davenport, according to the score sheet there, and 75 by Michigan. Did that come close to what you had?
I had 4 for Davenport and 68 for us.
So you had 25% more shots for Davenport.
Yeah, Emma earned a shutout puck a lot more with my numbers than
there you go.
Their numbers.
Cummings scored first at the 4:49 mark from Carr and Metz. Then she had her second goal at the 14:15 mark from Carr and Garbady. And then at the 19-minute mark, it was Bobby with her first goal of the season from Schwab and Secreto. In the second, it was Farrell with her first goal as a Wolverine from Lindahl. Then Lindahl had her first goal of the season from Farrell and Malashevsky at 4:55. Secreto had her first goal of the season from Callis and Cummings at 8:49. Carr scored at 12:55 from Metz. Carr then had her second goal at 14:15 from Lindahl and Ferris. Malashevsky had her first goal at 19:32 from Lindahl and McGough. In the third, it was Lindahl with her second goal from Malashevsky. Taking a look at the top 5 scores for Michigan, it's Carr, Cummings, and Lindahl. All have 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points, all tied up at the top. Malashevsky right at that next spot, the 4th spot. She has 3 points on 1 goal and 2 assists. And then 2 people, Farrell and Metz, tied with 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist for Farrell, and 2 assists for Metz. And a whole bunch of other people with 1 point out there: Bobby, Secreto, Ferris, Callis, McGough, and Schaub. Taking a look at the goalkeeper situation, well, it's super easy because no goals against and a 100% save percentage on all 4 of those goals for Emma Johns. 1 game played, 0 goals allowed, 100% save percentage. Taking a look at Michigan State, they started off with 2 games versus Eastern. The first at the Arctic Edge of Canton Eastern's home rink. State won that one 5-3. They then shut out Eastern at Munn Ice Arena by a score of 5-0. And then Davenport, who seems to have been playing a lot on the road versus some tough teams,
yes,
they got beat 6-0 at Munn Ice Arena. Taking a look at their top, looking at that last game for the Spartans, it was 6 shots on goal by Davenport, so they had a whole 2 more in that game, and then 67 shots by the Spartans. So they peppered.
So they're going to be fit, except for their shooting strength, because they only had 10 shots in 2 games.
And they had Lind, who was a person who skated out for them on their guy. She was the goalkeeper in that one.
Wow.
Reineck had a goal, that from Galassini. Huber had a goal, her second of the season, that from Princeton and McLucky. Princeton had her 4th goal of the season in the second, that at 7:29, that from Galassini and Hayward. Huber had her 3rd goal of the season at 7:57 from Princeton and Galassini. Huber had her 4th goal of the season in the third at 8:36. That was from McLucky and trying not to mess that up. It's grease turkey or rice turkey. I was saying gross turkey, and that's not it. And then Siegel had her score from Galassini out there. Top scores for Michigan State. Princeton has 9 points on 4 goals and 5 assists. Huber has 6 points on 2 goals and 4 assists. Galasini has 6 points on 1 goal and 5 assists. McLucky has 3 points on 3 assists. And a bunch of people with 2. Siciliano has 2 goals for 2 points. Hayward has a goal and assist for 2 points. Carey has a goal assist for 2 points. Yesh has 2 assists for 2 points. And Leonard has 2 assists for 2 points. Taking a look at the goalkeepers. Rouse, that was it. Rouse Turkey. She has played 1 game. No goals against, 6 saves for a shutout there. Obviously versus Davenport, I believe. Then Maddox has played 2 games. She has a 1.5 goals against average, 34 saves, and a 9.19 save percentage out there. So that's a little bit about these teams. What are your thoughts about what Michigan needs to do to come away with a huge rivalry win here today, Coach?
A CCWHA win, right?
Absolutely, and absolutely.
Well, they gotta shake off what we did last week. That was very great way to start, but that's not what this game's going to be about. We had a good week of practice. We know it's going to be a lot tougher rival, and it is a rivalry, so you got to be not too jacked. We also, these guys are well coached. I have a lot of respect for Deb, the coach here. I actually skate with her on during the off times when we're not at the rink for these teams. And she's a smart player, student of the game, and she's going to bring it. So I think more of the same. We're not going to get away with some of the mistakes we had last week. So we're going to have to, focus and just keep getting better and do some small things right. And we're probably going to have to rely on our goaltenders a whole lot more than 4 shots.
Well, you kind of almost hope so, because it's really hard to stay in the game, stay active, stay engaged when you're seeing a little over a shot a period. I can't imagine it's easy to stay fresh like that.
That's really tough. No, we expect this to be a really good game. I mean, this has always been a really good game. It's been fun. They kind of upset us last year at the end of the season. We kind of went in probably a little bit cocky, a little bit shaken up with what is going on, and hopefully that's not the case this time, and we can defend our home ice.
They do that a fair amount. The year before that, they won again here at Yost late in the season. That was right after the whole horrible Spartan Strong incident.
Yeah, that one I almost with the attitude of the team, I was on the bench at that one. I wasn't surprised by that, just because of what had happened, and we wore the patches for them and everything. So it was almost like, here, this is going to help you, and it's not going to hurt us, and whatever.
But they always play us tough. Is the thing is the Spartans never, no matter what the rankings are, no matter what's happening, the Spartans always play us tough here. So
and it's another case with kind of an Ann Arbor person coaching MSU that has close ties. I mean, for 8 years it was Rob Blackburn up there after he'd been here 8 years. And now it's Deb Benino, and she skates in Ann Arbor and is affiliated with the Bigby team, and she's the head coach of the U19 Bigby team. So she's got her hands full, but she's got a great portal there, I can tell you that.
Oh gosh, that's got to help. Coach Bonzer unfortunately can't bring in any of his Europe players. That doesn't.
That's right. They don't pass the exam.
But, exactly. So, very cool to see someone local and that's what you really want for the ACHA coaches, someone who can tie into the community, help build a program, help build women's hockey in this state.
And I'm thrilled to see a woman as the head coach there. I mean,
absolutely.
That's what I think. No offense to any of our coaches and myself, but I would prefer that this be done by women. Now, if they want me to do color, that's fine. I don't have a problem if it's a guy doing color, but at some point, you'd like to have the women coaching the team.
I have absolutely nothing against Coach Bonzer. He's amazing and great, and we really, really appreciate him.
I'm having fun with this new staff. Is fantastic work for. I have a lot of respect, and it seems like they've really fit together. They're working hard. I mean, Drew is a machine when it comes to drills and techniques and stuff, and he loves running those practices, and frankly, I'm pretty burned out on that, so I'll come out and rodeo pucks all day long, and give some advice, but man, drying up another practice that doesn't start till 10 o'clock is.
Hey, there is something you said though about a lot of these skaters have never had a women head coach.
Yeah.
And that's something that
that's too bad.
You would like to see that a little bit more, just so that the players know that that's an option afterwards, and that's something that to build what we have out here.
Yeah.
So appreciate all the coaching staff and. Appreciate the scoreboard operators. We
yeah,
were
they're
not
doing
trying
a
to
nice
pick
job
on them
there.
last week.
No,
it is a hard job.
I was told we
It's
were
a hard
flaming
job.
on them. I learned all about that, but I had never heard of that before. I told my grandkids, you got to keep me more up to snuff on these sayings. But
we were not trying to pick them. It's only that our scoreboard is optical and pulls from the scoreboard in the rink. So we were just trying to say why some things didn't happen, but they got up to speed really quickly. Really proud of those freshmen for the hard work they have. I should have gotten the names of who was down there, but
no, this week we've got Keegan down there, who's our senior manager. She can't play this year, so she's team manager. She's helping, got the scoreboard going and everything. But there's quite a team. We had more players working the front for tickets and swag, so that's a big thanks to them. We actually reviewed film the other night, and third period showed up on the first period of the film, and I almost asked Riley what period it was then, but I decided to just let it die, tease her back. She was really.
So how quickly do they turn off our voices when they throw that film up there?
You know what's funny?
I'm assuming pretty quickly it's muted.
I think I asked him if he would do that, but no, it didn't. There was zero audio on any of the review last night.
It's probably better. The team doesn't have to hear us. They deal with enough without being subjected to my rantings and ramblings.
I have to give a couple shout-outs. First, I want to give a huge shout-out to my sweetheart of a mother-in-law, 97-year-old Spartan.
Wow.
And Gigi Lau, she's listening, I hope. I got her set up on her iPad tonight to listen to the game. She wanted to hear how the Spartans did against Wolverines. She's very understanding about my addiction. Although she does ask me when I'm going to quit every time I see her. So, and then the other is a shout out. We have a new contingency that's listening to replace Kelsey's folks in Traverse City. We have Jill and Grant Walker up there listening to the Wolverine Michigan State game tonight. I'm not exactly sure who they're pulling for, but it doesn't matter. We just like to have the numbers. Yeah,
absolutely. And of course, I don't know if they made it. They were going to try and make it, but the Lindahls, may be in the house because it's a sister versus sister rivalry.
That's right. This is a big deal. Well, they were warming up at the Regents. So there was a parent pregame tailgate inside. So I'm hoping they get here by game time.
So they made it. They were able to fly out because Josie Lindahl, number 7 on the Spartans, is a freshman defender. So she decided to go the other way from her sister. We really appreciate everything Julia's done for us, and she gets to play against her sister, which has got to be a fun thing. And welcome to the Lindahls, who always listen from Minnesota, but we appreciate them being in the house today.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Julia was commenting on it this week, and I asked her how her sister was, and she got this sheepish grin and said, "Yeah, she's good." I said, "Well, this is going to be real interesting. How are your parents going to dress?" She goes, "Oh, it'll probably just be a mishmash of both schools and all that." But they were trying to get together. I think I got confirmation that they'd made it to Ann Arbor because they were communicating with Greg Colwich, who handles our parents correspondence, and he had a table, and Terry and Jonathan are popping into Regents Field now.
Oh, they're over at Regents Field. That's fantastic. I love the support of that place, and I got to talk to Coach Bonzer about setting up a coaches show. I've just been things at work and things have been a little crazy. We'd like to do that, and so keep an eye out on that. And also, the team has a new sponsor that is on their jerseys, and they released a really cool video about it as a CFCU.
Yeah.
So that's a new sponsor. You'll see a little bear logo made up of triangles on the jerseys or the sweaters, as you
the sweaters,
prefer.
as you say, from the old Canadian hockey guy, and they also have a decal on their helmets.
So
very, very generous donation from that group, and we put their logo on our team poster that's coming out right now. That's being worked on by Print Tech in Ann Arbor.
So we appreciate that, and that's a fantastic to get one big sponsor like that and help out rather than the team trying to go to every store everywhere, and just to be able to travel and not have to worry about where the funds are going to come from. We really appreciate CFCU for their support of the team. And if I can make some changes, we might get to one of these days play that on the broadcast. Their fun little video.
He loves those technical challenges, people. So we need more sponsors to throw big bucks at him, and so he has more technical challenges. And he's not making any money doing the technical challenges. It's just a hobby. Speaking of fundraising, this game is kind of a fundraiser. At least we're trying to get the local female hockey group in here because it's Michigan State. Our only game here. The next time we play them is at Clark Park in Detroit.
Yeah.
We're not going to play them at Munn
Weather
this year.
willing, of course. Hopefully.
Yep, weather willing. But I think right now, I'm sure, yep, there's still good seats available.
Excellent.
So if you want to sneak down here for a late night school night game.
Take a look at that next 5 upcoming games. As we can see, Davenport coming back into the cozy confines of Yost Ice Arena on October 2nd. That is a Thursday. That will be an 8 p.m. game. Then the Thursday after that, October 9th, that will be versus Aquinas. That will be an 8:30 game. Interesting enough, we're playing Davenport a couple times, yet they're in the other pod from us. That was kind of interesting how that worked out.
Yeah,
But,
I think it may be because of an IOU or something like that.
I don't doubt it.
I mean, we have to play them, but I don't know why it would be 2 home games. It has to be because we were there twice or something.
I would imagine, but it's been a while since we've been out that way. I think, it's been a little bit since we've been even out to Aquinas. I think that was the last time.
Yeah, my memory's not good. All these games, all these years start to run together.
Lundberg was out she played with the flu, I think, for that game. So that was a couple years ago. Then November 6th, that's a Thursday. Adrian is in town. That's a late one, 9 p.m. But we could use all the help we can get for that game. That's November 6th. And Adrian always a super tough team to play. Then we get to go back out Saturday, the 8th, down to Miami University down in Oxford, Ohio. It's a 3:30 game, and then we're right back up. So that's going to be a quick down and back. November 9th, that is a Sunday. Miami will be here at 4 o'clock. So unlike last time, we did 2 games down in Oxford. This time there'll be a game there and a game here. Hopefully we get the big rink down there. That was fun to see. But
yeah, that's a nice facility.
Not a bad trip down there. It's always about 3.5 hours or so. So that is the upcoming schedule out there. And again, the next game's going to be that Davenport game.
I just got heads up that it's definitely a Go Blue from Traverse City, and they're actually taking the video and putting it on their big screen.
Nice.
So this is a big deal.
Very nice.
We were very lucky we don't have cameras in the booth. That'd be pretty scary.
Nobody wants to see a big screen view of myself. I'll admit, I found a $70 projector on that Big River website out there that they have. The
jungle site.
Yes,
the jungle site. Yeah.
And I got it. The screen costs more than the projector. I have it out on my back deck, and I just sit there and watch, Thursday night football or whatever.
Oh, you were complaining because you were stuck out on the deck with the dog, and you had a big screen out there.
So long as it's dark enough, yes, I'm absolutely.
What do you do in the rain? You got it sheltered, I guess.
We have a little cabana that's up there that covers us. Yes, absolutely.
There you go, folks. That's what happens when you're a techie.
It's a lot of fun. It's fun to sit out there, and when you have a husky pity mix who likes to be outside a lot, it's nice to not be watching. I was watching the game on my phone, and that was no fun. So
I think the biggest screen I have in my house might be 24 inches. I don't know, maybe 35 or something like that. I watch on this teeny phone all the time. I guess I'm just used to it.
I get it.
Speaking of eyesight, this is going to be a good game for you in numbers. The Michigan State jerseys are very easy to read with names.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I love it.
You're good at getting the Michigan names or the numbers. So
we're looking at. It looks like everyone classic jerseys. Everything looks fantastic, and we're excited for this big matchup. It's early in the season, so both teams still kind of feeling themselves out, let alone the big rivalry. But should be fantastic. And
two new head coaches.
Yeah, and this is where you get your big juice for Michigan State, because they're both on buys for football this weekend.
Well,
So
yeah.
neither team is playing this weekend on football, so you got to get your Michigan State cheering out tonight. So we appreciate you folks joining us wherever you're at. Thank you very much for your support of these fantastic teams.
Yeah, these student athletes, truly student athletes.
Absolutely. As we're getting ready to go shortly thereafter. I could mention the pods have changed a bit. I assume the ACHA or the CCWHA website is going to be updated, but Eastern Michigan is now part of it. So the Huron pod is Michigan, Adrian, University of Michigan Dearborn, Indiana Tech, Miami, and Eastern Michigan. So that's our pod. So again, interesting.
The only
see
real
Davenport
change there is to
Aquinas.
they took out Concordia and put E and
Eastern
U
in there.
Yeah.
And then the Erie pod is Davenport, Lake Superior
Valley.
State, Grand Valley, Michigan State, Aquinas, and Penn State. So that's the pods out there. Hence why we're not going out to Happy Valley. If we were, we needed to make it so we could go out there during the outdoor game, the outdoor hockey game. That would be the interesting thing to see over in Happy Valley. Hopefully it'll be cold enough for them at
That'd be
game.
something if they whited that out too.
Absolutely. Oop.
Teams are getting ready to come on. We've got referees setting the net, linesmen setting the net. We've got the four official system going, which we certainly appreciate. We pay extra for, but it's worthwhile. 2 linesmen, 2 referees. Michigan coming out of the south end. They did rent the visitors varsity locker room, which is fun.
We do want to say thank you to Sally Farrell, who reached out, and Natalie's mom is watching from Maine. Hello, Natalie's mom. And she was there in person for Davenport, and Nat's dad, a U of M alum, is on the road watching from Atlanta. So, hello to Nat's mom and dad, and thank you to everyone for watching out there. We appreciate that. Thanks for reaching out, and thank you to my wife for keeping me up on that, because it's hard sometimes to look at those messages during the game. As we're about to get the starting lineups here, and we'll turn both squads lined up. Michigan State in the green sweaters with the Michigan State in script on the front, numbers in white on the sleeves and on the back. Michigan in their block lettering, Michigan in the white sweaters out there. First coming out is going to be Maddox, the goalkeeper. Next skating out there is Galassini. Leonard skates to the blue line. Next out there is Josie Lindahl.
Oh, really? She getting the start?
And Nelson. Oh, no, sorry, that was Carey. I thought there was a 7. That was a 7 and 9. So, sorry, that was Carey who got the start, not Josie Lindahl. Forgive me about that. I don't know why I thought it said 7. Skating out is Garbady for Michigan. And then Callis. Also Ferris. Next out to the blue line is Cummings. And then McGough. And between the pipes, it's Schiff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, the playing of the national anthem.
I suddenly realized this is one of those games where we get our hearts torn out with the anxiety of closeness.
You are correct. These end up being close games, and
you can't root with your heart with these.
And we appreciate you all listening to Coach Ned and I tear our hair out here up in the booth. Not that I don't have a nice spot on the top of my head already.
Well, I'm fortunate, but my forehead keeps growing.
Well, I wear a headset for both work and this, and I think I just rubbed that top spot there enough.
I had a buddy who used to tell me he had helmet head from all the hockey. I said, dude, I skate way more than you do. That's a great excuse.
As I say, voice in the face for radio, I have. So we're about to get ready for these fantastic squads again. Out there for Michigan State, it is Carey, Leonard, Probluski, Nelson, and Galasini. And then between the pipes is Maddox. So sorry for some reason the one for Carey looked like a 7. It looks fine now. That's where I put my glasses on. That helps, right?
True dat.
So Nelson in to take this face off. As that's one back by Garbady. Michigan has it coming down the near boards. Fed down through the neutral zone and sent right back into the Michigan zone. Ferris
Ice is a little wet.
Right back behind.
Look at that water.
And Schiff knocks it right back into the far corner. Puck comes into the near corner. Carey chasing it, trying to pull it away. Coming back to the near point. Galasini trying to put it back deep. That caught in a pair of skates.
Oh, there you go. Get it out.
Now Robluski sends it back. Picked up by Galasini in along the near boards. That ahead to Carey. Carey dumps it into the zone. That into the far corner. Racing back to get it. Here comes Ferris. Ferris fires it into the neutral zone. That tipped. Here comes the Spartans back as Schlee gains his own. Schlee outside the near circle. Trying to pick it back up.
Oh,
Huber out in front.
What
a save.
Holy mackerel. Was that 21 coming into?
Yeah, Huber got to Princeton, who is one of the top scorers.
She's one we've been told to keep an eye on. She's quite the goal scorer.
She has the highest. She has 9 points on 4 goals and 5 assists.
In 3 games.
Of the Spartans. Yeah, that
wow.
is no
That's a
slouch
good
out
average.
there. Gordon versus Schlee, that won by Michigan.
Austin Matthews would take that number. I'll tell you what, that was a sure goal if Avery hadn't been quick as a cat.
Oh, absolutely. And all the way back into the near corner, gathered up back over there as that's sent around. There's Josie Lindahl, picked up at the far point. Tipped right back into the neutral zone. Hung trying to knock it away. Hung battling in front of the Michigan State bench. Now Hung has it. Hung feeds it down the near boards over to Carr. Carr, top of the near circle. Carr trying to get it back to Hung, just out of her reach. Schlee in the far corner trying to poke that away.
Great play by Sam to do that to Ava. They play great together. Here we go. Here we go.
Underneath the far circle. Hung trying to get to it.
Boom, boom.
As that held in at the far point. Hung down to her knees trying to play it. Here comes the Spartans. Is bringing that Schlee, top of the near circle. Schlee sends it ahead to Huber. Huber dumping it deep into the Michigan zone as the Spartans go for a line change. Secreto sends it into the near corner. Here comes Cevallos. That just gets past Leonard. Here comes Julia Lindahl. Julia Lindahl outside the near circle.
She's getting some body put to her.
Back behind the goal. Julia Lindahl on the far circle. She takes a shot.
Got through.
There's a save by Maddox. That puck outside the far circle. And moved back to the far point. Secreto moves it into the far corner. And just couldn't Farrell couldn't get everything on it. Good attempt by Farrell coming back as Campbell. Campbell trying to send it across. That off of Secreto's skate. Good job to see it by Schiff, and she covers it up.
She already has more shot saves than Emma did last game.
And she's been challenged a lot more. A lot more difficult saves as well, as we knew this Spartan team would come to play as Fontana in to take the face off.
Yeah, there's going to be some grinding going on here.
Dilla on the other side, that puck top of the far circle.
There
Here comes Michigan as they get it out. Coming down the near boards. Here comes DeMonica, puts it on net. Covered up by Maddox.
She has a strap hanging that looks like the puck.
as Bobby out there, as well as Dilla and DeModica. McGough and Ferris are on the defense over on the other side. As that's going to be Nelson taking the face off. Puck outside the near circle. Spartans put it into the near corner. Fired away.
Oh, here we go.
Picked up. Big shot by Ferris. And out in front. Save by Maddox. Is that an opportunity? And Maddox able to make a big save there. That puck in along the near boards. Galassini with it. And we do want to think the Spartans do have a fantastic broadcast crew. They're not here tonight, but the Lansing State Journal does a really good job of broadcasting them as well. We appreciate everyone who supports these teams as that comes into the near corner. Trying to pull it away as Carey has it underneath the near circle. Carey, that deflects back. Now trying to feed it ahead. Galassini with a shot from the high slot. Chip sees it into the near corner. Michigan State has had some really good opportunities early on.
Very high-quality shots.
Galassini has it down the near board. She ricochets it off there, trying to get it to Carey. And that is offside. She held up, but the other side must have been where it was at. As Garbadian to take the face-off versus Schlee. That comes back now, bringing it ahead. Kolick trying to get it ahead to Garbady. That deflected at the line. Spartans get it back to Huber. Huber all the way across. Grabbed by Princeton.
Whoa.
Princeton ahead. Now Huber has it. Schlee has it. Sends it across the ice. Gathered up by Farrell. Farrell trying to bring it the other direction. Farrell.
Tough pass.
Right into the neutral zone. That tipped away. Spartans have it. Schlee one-times it into the zone. Pick back up, chip back into the neutral zone. Racing ahead is Cummings. Cummings trying to get back to it. As Siciliano had it, held in. There's a shot by Metz. That goes just wide. Josie Lindahl gets it in along the far boards. That sent to Schlee over on blue line. Schlee over to Huber. Huber gains the Michigan zone. Wide angle shot just goes wide. Princeton has it outside the far circle. Princeton back behind the goal, hangs on to it. Michigan tried to knock that away. Princeton outside the near circle.
She's got fast hands.
Fires it all the way across. Nelson puts it back deep. Battle for it right back behind the Michigan goal. Trying to knock it away. It's sitting there loose. Gordon does a good job to pull that away. As Yesh racing out to get to it. And lift it back into the neutral zone. Racing back. Here comes Gordon. Gordon racing over to get it. And played back by Leonard, so no icing.
Boy, they come across that zone nicely. They're always trying to come in from the left.
Reinach comes in, sends it across. Good job to intercept by Carr.
Now 1-on-4.
Carr brings it in. She's dispossessed there, but
dispossessed. Holy moly.
Hey, look.
It's a sophisticated game here, folks. Dispossessed. It's too many syllables.
Forgive me for some of the association
it sounds like
football
watching Ghostbusters here.
That's brought back behind by Galassini as she goes down trying to pull that away. Big battle back behind the Michigan goal.
There's a lot of possessing going on back there.
Renack tried to get to it, that brought back as Hung sends it across the way. Carr fires it in as Michigan goes for a line change.
There's still water down in that corner. It doesn't happen in Yost very often.
No, typically the chillers are. Now, it's a warm day in here.
Yeah.
I will tell you, it is warm inside Yost.
Here we go.
Trying to get to Farrell with that
she
shot.
She had the open corner.
Wide. 14 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Farrell sends it back outside the near circle.
She's got a great shot to catch that corner.
There is Ferris trying to get to it.
That's not going to be icing. That's off us.
Into the Michigan zone.
Careful.
Ferris over to McGough. McGough down the near boards trying to avoid big-time pressure by Wroblewski.
They're winning a lot of battles. We got to keep...
Carey stealing the puck away. Speaking
front.
of which, Carey trying to fire it up. And did that go in? No.
No, just rolled across the line.
It has
along
to go
the line.
over the goal line, and it just rolled right on that goal line. Like it has to go all the way across, unlike in the NFL, where it just has to break the plane. That puck into the far corner. Gathered up back over there, trying to feed it all the way around, as that was DeModica.
It worked out.
into the neutral zone it goes. Siciliano back in her own zone. Siciliano.
Pay. She's doing it herself.
For Michigan State comes ahead, feeding it. Princeton fires it back deep. And wings its way all the way around back into the far corner. Demotica trying to feed it around. Grabbed. Here comes Schwab. Schwab trying to get that away as battle for it in the near corner.
Oh,
and right
no.
out in front. And
Well,
good job to knock it away by Metz. Otherwise, it could have been dangerous.
yes.
Back to the far point, held in by Josie Lindahl.
There we go.
There's a big battle back behind. Metz has it. Metz
That
trying
was
to
a bit
avoid Schlee. And taken away, trying to fire it out in front.
Wide open front.
As that was loose, coming away with it.
Wow, a lot of wow.
As that's brought all the way back
Looks
into
like
the zone.
cross.
Trying to get it back to Huber.
Nice.
Schlee fires it. That all the way back into the Spartan zone. Maddox covers it up. Is Garbady going to crash the net, and at 12:21, it's scoreless here in the first.
Shots 4 on 4, according to me.
So tight game so far. Garbadian to take the face off.
Huge surprise. I don't know. We got
Schuster on the
people
other
on
side.
the other side of the stands today. I don't know. Are we full on this side?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
There's that puck coming. Fired in. Campbell just tips it. It goes into the near corner. That fired around by Ceballos. Back to the far point. Held in there by Anderson. That shot just goes wide there.
We're very fortunate. They're just missing that pass across at the blue line wide.
Here comes Michigan bringing it ahead. Farrell has it.
Oh,
Farrell
she's got
gains his
space.
own.
What a shot.
Farrell top of the far circle. Shot there. Maddox covers it up. 11:50 left to go here in the first. Still scoreless at Yost Ice Arena, Michigan State.
It's good hockey.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. You know, both these teams have played games that they had pretty well in hand. So it's a little bit different for both of these squads. Garbady trying to take the face off. Nelson in there, pulls it down the far boards. Garbady chips it into the far corner. And grabbed the other direction by Galassini.
Well, that's their play. Coming in the left side.
Here comes Carey. Carey fires it. That goes wide, deflected off of the boards and along the far boards. Wroblewski coming back
Deep
behind.
slot
trying to
right
fire it
there.
out in front. That picked up. Now Cummings feeds it into the neutral zone. Spinning with it, going the other direction with it. It's McLucky. There's a shot by Carey and covered up by Schiff.
That was tough. That was a drop ball, knuckleball coming at her. She did a good job with her glove. We were trying to make a shift change, send it out of the zone, and got a little too close to the bench.
They came right back in with it. 11:14 left to go here in the first. Schlee in to take the face off versus Gordon. And puck tipped. Siciliano trying to hold it in, battling with Hung at the near point. Princeton holds it in. Now Schlee fires it all the way across, trying to get it to Huber. Sent around the near boards by McGough. Tipped ahead. Now Hung trying to get it out there. Siciliano holds it in. Hung to the neutral zone. Here comes Hung. She sends it center ice, racing in his car. Carr trying to fire it back
They got
deep
a
as
penalty
she goes
coming.
down to the ice. Penalty upcoming to Michigan State.
Avery's off.
There's a shot there and covered up as McGough takes a blast from the high slot. And we will have our first Michigan power play of the game. Still scoreless so far. 10:42 left to go.
Should be a trip. Just question who it is on.
Does indeed look like a tripping call.
Much to her surprise, because she was on the bench or hiding.
It's always got to be a little bit of a. And Josie Lindahl is the first
Oh,
person to.
my.
I'm sure her sister won't mess with her about that at all.
No wonder Keegan gave her such a nice greeting in the penalty box. Go feel shame, but you've got a friend there.
As that puck sent back, high slot for Ferris, now top of the far circle, as Julia Lindahl fires it across. That tipped off the side of the net.
Ooh, that was tricky.
Covered up. Good job by Maddox to see it. Is that deflected off of a skate?
She has to be probably even more excited, especially since this is like her fourth collegiate game to play with her big sister.
Absolutely.
Sister, a senior.
As that fired around, I'm not sure. Occasionally I get my sister to help work camera for me, but at that age I don't think she wanted to admit I existed. Stand out in front, send in along the far boards. McLucky with it. As here comes Julia Lindahl. Julia Lindahl sends it top of the far circle. Cummings gets it back to Julia Lindahl outside the far circle. Trying to get it to Carr. Carr has it outside the near circle, trying to fire it up front. Good job by Carr to keep it in.
Body back.
Carr moves it over to Julia Lindahl. She tries to poke it into the far corner.
Nice move.
And lifted all the way back into the neutral zone. Ferris has it. I believe that was McLucky who fired it out. Bringing it back in his car. Carr using her body to protect that puck right at the near point. But the Spartans, great job to send it out. 1 minute, 7 seconds left to go in the power play.
We had him on a change.
That deflects, trying to bring it ahead. Here comes Julia Lindahl, who fires it back deep into the near corner. McLucky with it there, back behind the goal, rims it all the way around. Campbell trying to fire it back into the Michigan zone. 48 seconds left to go.
Pretty good possession time, not a lot of shots.
Absolutely. Excuse me, so Farrell has it out there. McGough trying to fire it ahead, that tipped.
Should have
DeModica into the far corner.
Oh, she's going to freeze it?
Trying to fire it out is Anderson, and McGough just couldn't quite get to it.
It's going to be close to killing it.
There's 23 seconds left to go. Michigan, especially waiting for everyone to come back. They might get one more shot at it. And sent down the near boards, racing ahead with it. Here comes Michigan as Farrell has it into the zone. Farrell, top of that near circle.
Ooh, it hit her. She had no idea where it is.
As Maddox able to cover it up with 5 seconds left to go.
Yep.
Farrell with a fantastic shot, and it's got to be scary when it gets caught in that jersey.
She has a rocket. That's a big jersey.
Yeah.
Good for her. You can wear it and work in it. Go for it.
8:47 left to go here in the first. 5 seconds left to go on the first power play of the game, which is Michigan's.
It's just where I would have them shoot through, but we've got a righty in there. That ain't going to happen.
Dilla wins it back to the far point. Kolwich with it there. Kolwich trying to chip it ahead. Kolwich on the far circle. Kolwich down to the ground, down to the far circle, trying to send that away. Siciliano. Here comes
nice
the
back
Spartans.
check.
Good job to try and poke that away as Reineck gets it ahead to Fontana.
Jeez.
Brought in by Reineck. Reineck with the shot. That went off of a pair of Michigan skates. Battle for it is a collision and players down outside the near circle. Sent back. Siciliano trying to hold it in.
Why are we overskating the puck so much?
And I grab back as Hayward has it. Hayward has it tipped away. Dilla trying to put it back deep. Siciliano chases it in along the end boards of her own zone. Siciliano feeds it down the far boards. Schwab.
Here we go right there. Oh, just put it on the wrong side.
Yes, trying to get it set up for Julia Lindahl on that one, just on the non-shooting side, and she had to adjust, and it flipped past. Taking it, coming down the near boards, that's fired back by Fontana deep. Ceballos has it back behind her own goal, in along the near boards. Here comes Julia Lindahl, trying to get it over to Malashevsky as Wroblewski really had an opportunity to try and steal it away. That covered up down there by Schiff. 7:33 left to go.
Trying to make passes to people too close. One person can still cover, so we'll work it out. They'll talk about it.
Nelson in to take the face-off versus Malashevsky in the near face-off circle. That is to Schiff's right. Picked up by Wroblewski, puts it into the far corner, or near corner. Julia Lindahl trying to pull it away. Galassini has it outside the near circle now. Ooh, good job to tip that away by Michigan. Here comes Julia Lindahl down the near side of the neutral zone. She fires it in back deep. McLucky trying to knock it away. Julia Lindahl gets it back. Centering attempt. Oh, Farrell almost had a tip there, but here comes the Spartans the other direction. Racing ahead. Nelson fires it back. Steered into the near corner by Schiff. Now holding it in. Galassini comes into the slot. Good job to poke it away.
Trying to walk by everybody.
Wroblewski with a shot on that. A save. Wroblewski with a shot saved there by Schiff.
Avery on top of seeing everything so far. Shots are 7 MSU, 8 for U of M.
It's been a fairly back and forth game so far. Both squads have had good opportunities.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's been played a ton in the neutral zone. So it has been very much back and forth.
Harris,
that's going to be one of the first icings right there.
That'll be all the way back, and that'll be icing. As an official back there whose age just makes me feel old, but that's okay.
Yeah, so far no problem. It's a linesman. It's nice to be able to bend over and pick up the puck.
It's good because you see a lot of older officials, and we got to get new folks in. So
I'm so proud of my grandson that the anthem players now proved to be an official. That'll help his game.
absolutely, as that sent along the near boards.
It's good.
That'll go all the way back into the near corner.
Good forecheck. Oh,
Anderson
come on, finish,
with it.
finish,
Anderson
finish.
trying to pull that away. Schlee has it in the far corner. Schlee bringing it ahead for the Spartans. Gordon trying to knock that away. Over to Huber. Huber gaining the Michigan zone. Huber high slot. Good
nice
job by
back
Hung.
check.
As she got her stick in the way. McGough trying to knock that around now. Carr picks it up outside the far circle.
Oh,
Here
nice.
comes Michigan. Over to Hung.
21 taking a piece of Michigan. Took a number and got a chop in.
You know, Princeton top scorer, physical as well. Huber outside the circle, centering attempt. Good job to get in the way back there by Ferris. And puck set right back out into the neutral zone as Josie Lindahl resets at the blue line. She feeds it ahead. Princeton dumps it back deep. It looks like she's going for a line change. And puck right back behind the Michigan goal. McGough trying to move it around. Michigan feeds it ahead.
That's killing us.
And it's sent right back as Countless trying to get to it now underneath the near circle. McGough.
Got to make those passes hard,
As that
folks.
puck won't settle down. Here comes Garbady. Garbady into the neutral zone, down the far boards. Josie Lindahl trying to knock it the other direction to Motter. Now bringing it into the zone. Here comes Michigan as Callis trying to get to it. Puck pulled away from her. Underneath the near circle. Fired ahead to Campbell. Campbell dumps it into the neutral zone. Gathered up by Metz there. Now Kolwich down the far boards. Kolwich puts it back deep into the Spartan zone. Into the near corner. Siciliano has it for the Spartans. Siciliano. That moved ahead. Here comes Motter. Motter. Over. Schuster has it. Trying to get it back. Campbell. Top of the far circle. Campbell. Backhands it into the far corner. Back to Motter. Knocked away as Kolwich trying to get to that. Both the puck and a stick down on the ice.
2 Spartans down. We got an advantage here if we can get loose.
And that intercepted as Galassini knocks it right back over.
Got numbers. We got to take her. We got to be aware. Nice save.
And puck right back behind, trying to pull that away.
Oh, no.
Tipped out in front. Now through the neutral zone. Here comes Metz.
Brooke.
Metz gains the zone.
Oh, we're going to get one there, I think.
And is raised.
Is that Izzy?
And right to the box is Demotica. So, yep, Izzy Demotica into the box for Michigan. And the Spartans get their first power play before the end of the period.
Lacrosse player. She's used to being tough.
Absolutely.
Chop her, you might pay a price.
Lacrosse is absolutely a tough sport.
Cray.
Yeah. Especially if you see the way the men play it. They
Oh,
are
my God, just
knocking the heck, slashing each other all over the place.
Yeah, with less padding than in hockey.
Leonard has it at the near point. Leonard moves it outside the near circle. That fired away as Carey getting a whack at it. That was deflected out in front. Siciliano on the far circle. Back to the blue line. Leonard with it. High slot. Leonard. That went off of the skate into the far corner. Secreto had it. That brought back. We talk about officials. The gentleman who we went and played Michigan State where the Jets play. There's a shot that deflects into the near corner. The last couple years over in Mount Clement. And the Jets, Matt Prower is their play-by-play guy.
Oh.
He does officiating as well. And I couldn't do that as a play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
As Leonard takes it back behind, coming down the far boards. I ran into him while we were calling a Pioneer women's hockey game. He was out there fishing. I'm like, that's impressive.
Ooh,
Tip back
2-on-1.
Ferris trying to get it. Carey on the far circle. Blast there. Good save by Schiff.
Not done.
Back behind, firing it out in front. Here comes Dilla the other direction. Dilla's going to clear it all the way deep. 55 seconds left to go on the power play. Into the near corner. Trying to pull that away.
Good kill back there.
Dilla making them take a little extra time. Here comes Huber. Huber gains the zone. Huber outside the near circle. Huber into the near corner.
Oh,
Fires
that's
it right
there
out
was
in
an
front,
open
and it
net.
was loose. Oh boy, it wouldn't settle down as it was on the near circle. Then the shot skipped across to the far side of that crease.
She missed an open net with a puck sitting still. That was, wow. Is that a replay thing?
I don't think we got replay on that one, but that's okay.
No criticism, just asking because trying to figure it out. That was fortunate.
As that puck drop pass Back in along the near boards as Reinach got it over to Princeton. Princeton over to Galassini. Galassini top of the far circle. Back to Reinach there. Reinach trying to fire it out in front. Knocked away, pulled down though. Galassini on the near circle. She gets it back to Princeton at the near point. Back to Galassini, top of the near circle. Shot there, save. Oh,
they keep trying to take that one time.
As Hayward had what was looking like a big blast over there. Huber, excuse me. That all the way back out to the far point. Galassini with it there.
Equal.
Working your way in. Ferris knocking it away. Good defense
We're
by
even.
Ferris.
Oh, no.
As the power
Open
play
in front.
has expired, and good save by Schiff.
Man, she had a player wide open across, and we'll take that all day.
But they had that one time where on the far circle, the puck just wouldn't settle down for it. Boy, that
it's bouncing a lot today. It's got to be warm.
Live puck out there. Well, I mean, it's 64 outside, but it feels like warmer here in Yost.
Yeah. We've been dying in Yost. Of course, the altitude here probably doesn't help. It's all the hot air up here. Not that anybody's talking a lot.
No, I do put a lot of hot air out there. I'm willing to admit that. It's held in onto the near circle. Malashevsky down the near boards with him. Malashevsky makes a move, gains the neutral zone. Malashevsky over center. Now down the far boards. Malashevsky outside the far circle. She goes right back behind the Spartan goal. Now over Julia Lindo with a shot. Good save. As that goes back over to Kolwich outside the far circle. Maddox with an excellent save there.
Oh, we're going to get it them.
As players down in the far corner.
It's in their end, so it be a defensive one on them. Yeah,
As it does look like a power play.
We'll usually take a penalty. It's playing the odds here.
As looks like, is that Motter? I see a 2.
22.
22 would be Reinach. So Reinach goes out as interference, the call.
Damn, you've got a good spotter.
I do as our camera person, and helps me with the pronunciations and watches the email. And my wife Christina she puts up with me too. She's amazing.
Sets the dress code up here. There, shoot it.
On the far circle, trying to get it into the center. Malashevsky with a backhand. Cummings on the edge, and that covered up by Maddox. 1 minute, 48 seconds left to go. If Michigan doesn't score, a portion of this, about 9 seconds, will spill over into the next period.
This is
it's been a good game.
time to get one.
It would be. Carr putting it back to the blue line, but nobody home.
We win the draw too well.
Ferris gets it. Ferris back into her own zone. Ricochets it off the near board over.
Faster, harder passes, guys.
As that puck brought ahead.
Wow.
As into the near corner. Trying to pull that away is Julia Lindahl. Julia Lindahl still has it underneath the far circle now.
She wants to shoot.
And over to Carr. Carr.
Yes!
Off of and it's a score!
Yes, it hit somebody. You could see it going.
As great job by Carr to fire it. And that went off of a Spartan defender. As we'll see the replay here in a second. But Carr gets the power play goal. Is that on the far side?
Katie sends it over.
Comes over, Carr fires, and that went right off of, I think that's Carey in front.
Did it hit her? It almost looked like it hit the goalie in a weird way too, but that was good. We'll take that. That's huge.
It is opening goal by Michigan.
Power play goal, right?
And it's a power play goal as the power play has expired.
We're trying to build those stats.
As a huge goal there, and maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I thought it looked like it deflected off of a skater, and that trying to get it on the far side. Saved by Schiff as, boy, Huber was right on the edge of the crease and had a couple good whacks at it, and somehow it didn't go in. That was a fantastic opportunity for the Spartans.
Yeah, Avery's pretty feisty. I love it. She'll bring it. That was a great job of covering a puck when you're down. She had support. There were bodies knocking people around. They weren't going to get an easy shot.
46.4 seconds left to go. Face off in the far face-off circle.
How you respond. Get them now. They're trying to get us because we're a little happy.
There
you go. It's good.
Galassini had it now coming down.
Oh, it probably hit a player.
Yeah, probably brought someone on the bench. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. 34.4 seconds left to go here in the first. A spirited, hard-fought game so far between these two squads, as it always is when they get together. Schlee in to take the face off. On the other side was Garbetti. That back into the Michigan zone. It's McGough sends it down the airboards. Now bringing it ahead. That fired. Michigan State trying to move it ahead. Schlee at dump back deep. Stopped by Schiff.
I'm not going to call that a shot.
Now that fired back to the blue line. Held in. Good job.
Trouble.
As there's a shot there by Reineck. Coming over. McGough has it back behind her own goal. 10 seconds left to go. Puck in along the far boards. Down Garbetti.
Just kill it.
Brings it back, trying to avoid pressure by Princeton as it comes back on the far circle. Good job by Callis to knock it away. And the Spartans really were looking to get this game tied up.
Yeah, they responded. They responded.
As Princeton right off the ice to the locker room.
She's getting a lot of ice time. So I got 13 for them, for Michigan State. I admit right now to everybody who hasn't listened to us before, I'm a homer. And 10 for Michigan. So they're out shooting us by 3. But it's a good game. It's not a neutral ice game either. It's transitional both ways, both ends.
It has been, as advertised so far, is both squads playing tough and playing their toughest opponent that they've seen thus far. So we'll step away. We'll play a little bit of the Michigan marching band, and then what we'll do is we'll give you an ACHA scoreboard report and come back for the second period. You're watching Michigan Women's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. not to interrupt a little West Side Story medley by the Michigan Marching Band there, but I do want to make sure that I get to the ACHA intermission scoreboard report, and sometimes they come out a little early here, so I'm going to make sure I do that. And if I blow past that, then we can do a little NCAA Women's Division I hockey scoreboard report. So taking a look back at the...
Or we can just talk hockey here.
Or we could talk hockey, absolutely. So back on the 20th, when Michigan last played, it was Lake Superior State 5 and University of Minnesota 1, that at Taffy Abel Arena. Also on the 20th, it was Miami beating Grand Valley State University 4-1. We know about the Michigan score. Grand Canyon beat University of Wyoming 7-3. No score reported between Penn State and UMass. Also on the 20th, it was Midland shutting out Lindenwood by a score of 7-0. On the 21st, Lake Superior State swept University of Minnesota 4-3. We're going to see that Minnesota team a little bit later before the end of the year. University of Arizona put it on Wyoming 10-3. On the 21st, Michigan State beat Davenport 6-0. Again, no score reported for Penn State and UMass. Then it was Midland beating Lindenwood 6-0. And that was your scoreboard report. This is the only game today. A couple of games of interest tomorrow. Utah hosting New Mexico. Jamestown hosting Midland. McKendree hosting Miami. So Miami going on a road trip over to St. Louis like we have the last couple years. Davenport at Aquinas, and Indiana Tech visits Eastern Michigan University. Adrian visits Lindenwood. This second year in a row, Adrian's gone out to the St. Louis area.
Yeah, they want to go there to be ready to go there for nationals.
So, and then finally, Minnesota is hosting Wisconsin tomorrow. So lots of Friday action happening about. So that's fantastic. And then a little NCAA women's hockey here, if I can pull up the app. As there we go, College Hockey Network. They've added the women's teams as it's a final. Mercyhurst beat University of New Hampshire 3-2. It was Minnesota Duluth shutting out Syracuse 4-0. Penn State with a 3-0 win over St. Lawrence, and then Minnesota with a 7-1 win over Boston College. A couple Big Ten teams there. Boy, it'd be nice if there was a Big Ten women's hockey team in the state of Michigan.
Leaders and best.
And you know what? If the Spartans wanted to do it first, then I think Michigan would come up with it shortly thereafter.
That would be correct. I think you're correct. It's become, it's very much quieted down with all the NIL talk. I mean, there's a lot of expense.
Yeah, that totally kind of changed the budgets for all of the universities, and not saying that. You know, folks
comes
were
directly
making
from that and all that. But
millions upon millions of dollars, and it's not saying that the students don't deserve a piece of that, but
no,
it definitely makes it hard to add non-revenue sports.
And the study, the feasibility study, put some big numbers.
It did.
Minimum big number was $50 million.
Just to renovate Yost, it was $300 to give the men's team their own rink, a new rink. And then give Yost the women and $350 to build a new rink for both of them.
Yeah.
Although one of the things that the PWHL said when they didn't put it in Detroit, they went in Vancouver and Seattle, is there were some comments made by people that there wasn't a great rink for that, especially with the WNBA team coming to Detroit, which is fantastic. We need a new WNBA team because the Spark were great. But I don't know if Ann Arbor's too far out, but if you could do like a 10,000 seat like Mariucci or something, I wonder if you could get the PWHL team to play there as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm just thinking if they're trying it because it seems, look, the PWHL is trying to make what they have, but it seemed frustrating to for 2 years in a row in Detroit to break the not the North American, but the U.S. attendance record. But still, we broke the U.S. attendance record 2 years in a row, and to have it go out to the West Coast was a little. I get why they do it, but it was a little frustrating. It's like, what more do we have to prove? You know?
I don't have the millions it takes. I just know that if you want to increase your revenue here from hockey, you could easily build a bigger arena for the men.
Yeah.
And let the women have Yost.
We're perfectly happy broadcasting right here. I tell you what.
It's a very special place, and I know I know that it's special for everybody, but I'm pretty sure when you bring recruits here, and I've seen some of the other stuff around the Big Ten, that a new building for young people has a bit of flash if you do it right. I mean, there's a lot of heritage here, but it would be less expensive, and we'd gladly take it.
I bought my self-imposed dream tax. I bought $5 worth of those Powerballs when it was 1.3 billion, or 1.3 billion. I had dreams of my name on a rink out there, and that did not happen. Is that face-off coming back in along the near boards? I'm sure my wife would have
Wiseman Arena. There you go. That's got a nice ring to it. I like that. I think we're going to work on that.
There you go.
Please send your funds to Arbor Broadcasting.
As that comes all the way back, racing back to get it. Wroblewski has it right back behind the goal, trying to fire it out in front. Now McGough sends it down the far boards.
Nice area pass, a little ahead. A lot of wet spots again on this ice. See if it makes a difference.
Anderson coming down the near boards, held in there by Callis. Callis trying to move it over to Cummings. Callis gets it back, trying to...
See, look at it sticking that.
Hit it over Garbady with a blast there.
We started starters.
Now here comes
Tough
Leonard.
Shift.
Over center ice, Leonard fires it back deep into the Michigan zone. Michigan up 1-0 here with 50 seconds gone in the second. Let's battle for it back behind. Now McGough trying to send it in along the far boards. Cummings rips it to the far point, but that held in by Siciliano. Now here comes Josie Leonard with a shot that steered into the near corner. Good job by Schiff coming down the near boards. Michigan at tipped, and that'll go all the way down. That'll be a shot on goal as Maddox will stop it well. At least it'll be stopped.
It will be stopped,
yeah.
No
it
icing.
Was not icing, is what I was trying to say.
Now he's doing shots on. Now he's doing shots on net, folks.
As that pulled back, as trying to get to it is Metz pulling the other way. Here comes Michigan. Fed ahead, Hung trying to grab
I
it,
thought
but that
was
held
out.
in.
And lo and behold, so did the Zebras.
So it's Siciliano with a valiant attempt to hold it in, but just couldn't make it happen. Minute and 35 seconds gone from the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Face off in the far face-off circle. Just outside the Michigan zone. Schlee and Gordon. That comes in along the far boards. Now sent in along the near boards. Deflects off there. Picked up by Carr. Carr looking ahead. Trying to chip it over there. Schlee gets it right back to Princeton. Princeton fires it deep. Here comes Metz back behind her own goal. Metz. Ooh, cuts right out in front. Now Kolwich takes it back behind. Kolwich in the far corner. Kolwich over her own blue line, over center. Kolwich gains the zone. Leaves it for Carr, but that tip back by Princeton with a quick stick. That back out to the neutral zone. Good defensive play by the Spartans. Carr dumps it back deep as Michigan goes for a line change.
Yeah, Princeton uses their body well.
Galassini fires it all the way back. That grab by Princeton gets it over to Schlee.
That's off.
Offsides the call.
Thankfully, they're not missing those. It's close. Michigan's just got to be careful not to let anybody get behind them. No big mistakes. Just keep it in their end.
And puck sent back into the Michigan zone. Now over. Here comes Secreto. Secreto ricochets it off the near board, coming the other direction. Fired in by Motter. And deep into the near corner. Ceballos has it. Stops underneath the near circle, trying to fire it back in along the near boards.
Ramboni door.
As Campbell has it right in front of her own bench. Campbell, knocked away by Julia Lindahl.
Wow, that's interference.
Right back, Secreto has it just shy of her own blue line. Sending it along the far boards. Campbell trying to get to it. That knocked up high, picking up. Here comes Julia Lindahl trying to get around a trio of defenders. Picked up and fired right back into the neutral zone by Anderson.
They've obviously scouted Julia. Every time she touches the puck, she has at least two people on her.
Now that move down the near boards by Ceballos, gathered up by Demotica. Demotica trying to get past a pair of Spartans. That ricocheted off the near board. Now Anderson right back into the neutral zone. Demotica trying to get to it. Secreto off the near board. Demotica backhands it, but that fired ahead by the Spartans.
Cadence McCarr there. Oof.
Now trying to pull that away. Demotica. Wroblewski had it. That all the way back into the Spartan zone. Stopped by Maddox. Trying to get to it back behind.
Here we go. Here we go.
Had it. Now trying to ricochet Bobby.
They're walking right in.
Sent right away from Bobby. Wroblewski has it. Top of the far circle. Good job by McGough to drive Wroblewski wide. She goes into the near corner, underneath the near circle. Wroblewski Now here comes Josie Lindahl with a shot and a save by Schiff.
Not a lot of shots. We haven't had one yet. I'm not going to count the dump-ins.
16-11 left to go. Lots of defense, kind of making things difficult entering the zone as both teams have made it harder to get through the neutral zone and enter the zone.
Much more of a center ice game this period than it was the first one.
Garbetti versus Schlee, puck in along the near boards. Princeton trying to pull that away. Here comes Callis down the near boards, trying to get it ahead to Cummings. Cummings racing into the near corner. And
boy, that was close.
Icing.
Huh.
And it's going to bring it right back into the Michigan zone. First icing of the game. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Schiff's left with 16:01 left to go. Here in the second, 1-0 Michigan with the lead.
Nice play.
Gathered.
Used their foot to finish the draw.
Ferris sends it ahead.
Oh,
now
look
Cummings,
at this area pass.
Over to Callis. Callis bringing it
She
in
can
on
do
the far
it.
circle.
Oh,
Callis.
lost the angle. Trailer right
trying
there.
To fire it into the neutral
Backhand.
or firing it into the slot. Shot by Cummings. That deflected back behind. Good job to knock that away by Schlee.
Oh, there. Shoot back. Backhand.
As that puck shot and a save by Maddox.
I'll tell you what. You
What
don't
a
know where
save.
it's going on the back end. The goalie sure doesn't know.
Seeing the replay here, that just kind of Garbetti getting a shot away.
Handcuffed her. You never know if they're going to go up on that shot without that angle.
Gordon in to take the face off. Schuster on the other side. That comes back to McGough. McGough sends it deep into the near corner. Racing to get it there. And trying to pull it away. McLucky trying to get it out of the zone. Carr holds it in. Carr on that near circle. Carr skating through. Backhanded shot and a save by Maddox.
Nice backhand.
Oh, she was screened out in front too. And Maddox somehow saw through traffic. Ferris outside the near circle, sending it back deep. That into the far corner. Racing over to get it is Hayward. Now Carr keeps it in. Carr fires it. That just goes wide. Hung trying to pick it up outside the near circle.
Oh, this shift is having
Ferris.
some luck.
Ferris,
blocked.
right off of Gordon's skate. That coming down the near boards. Ferris back into the neutral zone with it. Fires it right back deep into the zone. Carr chasing it. Gathered up by Galassini. Back behind her goal from the near side of the far side of the near side. Here comes McLucky. McLucky ricochets it off the far board. Held in by Michigan. That was
Careful,
Metz.
too many men.
As that goes in
people.
along the near boards. Yeah, as you're making a line change, it's
girls.
always scared. We got a puck to a line change because you can get too many players on the ice.
That's a set play. Wow, nice check.
Trying to bring it in is Farrell. She's run off the puck. Right back behind. Carey has it back there. Carey putting it into the near
She's
corner.
into it now.
That puck sent back. Kolwich has it top of the near circle. Gets it outside the near circle.
Rip it.
Farrell with a shot.
Right through her.
Maddox with a good save. Again, lots of traffic out in front. Maddox doing a good job to see that puck. Kolwich has it in the neutral zone.
Deep.
Now trying to fire it ahead is Maddox. That brought the other direction. Here comes Carey from Michigan State. She gains the zone. Carey on the near circle. Carey trying to skate her way through. Fires it out in front. And boy,
nice job staying put.
excellent job back there by Farrell to get that, because otherwise that would have been trouble out in front.
Yep, that was a forward helping out there.
Metz moves it in along the near boards. Now that ricochet fired all the way back.
It's good. It's going to be, we're going to beat them. Wow.
I think you could have said that Leonard could have played that in the neutral zone as well. Leonard coming ahead with it. She gains the zone outside the near circle. And trying to knock that away. DeMonica, that fired all the way around out to the far point. Held in by Nelson there. Now Reineck has it top of the far circle. Reineck back into the far corner. Ceballos gathers it up there. Ceballos, that intercepted underneath that far circle. Still loose. Trying to drive it over was Ferris. Now back into the Spartan zone. Anderson rolls over to the far corner. DeMonica trying to poke it away. Anderson sends it down the far boards. Now Reineck moves it all the way across. That gathered up by Siciliano. Siciliano into the neutral zone. Intercepted by Secreto in her own zone. Trying to avoid Reineck. And pulled back away. Battle for it is Bobby trying to get to that. Loose.
Nice physical play to get that away.
And that fired by Ceballos right to the blue line. Held in by Siciliano. Back behind, Secreto knocked off the puck. Secreto battling, bouncing puck out in front. Loose.
Two of them. Get them.
Josie
Take
Lindahl
it.
keep it in. Now that brought by Dilla
Wow.
down the far boards. Dilla moves that head to Bobby as she uses her body off balance to fire it ahead deep.
It's a physical game, folks. They say it's not checked, but it's certainly
Huber
physical.
sends it all the way down, and that will be covered up as that is a save by Schiff.
They're just grinding away.
12:03 left to go, and again, it is a
Tight.
tight physical game between these two teams. 1-goal game.
Yeah, one shot game difference.
Absolutely.
3-2. Michigan State has 2, Michigan 3.
Schley wins the faceoff over to Princeton. Princeton outside the far circle. Garbady trying to pull that away. Still digging at it. Now Galasini holds it in at the far point. Sent to the
back
far
door.
circle. Turning over. There's a blast by Reineck. And a good save as they found Reineck alone. Or excuse me, Huber. 22-23.
Shot was wide, but it was a good one-timer.
She had that right in the near circle. As that puck all the way down in along the near boards. Trying to get to it is Callis. Callis bringing it through her own slot ahead to Garbady. Garbady through the neutral zone. Gains the zone. Garbady top of the near circle. And loose, pulled back. Galasini has it down the near boards. Galasini trying to move it ahead. Ferris.
She's open in front.
Callis has it. Schleet
Wow, there's bodies everywhere.
sends it back into the neutral zone. Coming down. Hubert gets it back to
door.
Schleet. Schleet gains his own. Schleet shot there. Good save. Now McGough sends it down the far boards. Galasini trying to pull that.
2.
Coming the other direction is Callis. Callis fires it deep. McLucky chases it. She goes back behind her own goal.
Penalty? I'm not surprised.
Boy, it seemed like that almost came off of her stick as she was trying to go past. And
Maybe it wasn't the one I was watching. Was it the play down in the corner, or was it trying to? Was it?
I think it was the play in the corner.
Okay, because I watched interference tie up trying to see a Michigan player get to the bench.
So that's Huber into the box.
She plays hard.
Looks like a hooking call. So Michigan back on the power play. They have had 3 opportunities. The Spartans have had 1. Michigan 1 for 1 on the power play thus far today.
Go to your point.
Leonard trying to take that away. Comes back. Now McGough. Top of the near circle to DeModica. Back high slot to McGough. McGough. Top of the far circle to Farrell.
Yep.
McGough gets it back with a shot that just goes wide. And trying to pull it. DeModica on the near circle. Fires again high to McGough. Now back to DeModica. DeModica comes back to the near point. Top of the far circle there. Now McGough gets it high slot. Back onto the near circle for DeModica. DeModica.
They're just letting them.
Back to McGough. Over to Farrell. Farrell looking for the one-timer, and that's a save by Maddox.
That was a rolling puck. She got all of that. Oh my, that was a laser.
She timed that up perfectly.
Yeah, that's a. She makes that look so easy. That was a perfect pass right in her wheelhouse, and that is not easy to do. Whoa.
And she had it back and took a good whack at it.
5 hold it. Yeah.
You can see some smoke coming off the puck. And into the neutral zone with 1 minute, 17 seconds left to go on the Michigan power play. Julia Lindahl down the near boards. Trying to get it into the zone. Now Ceballos trying to hold it in, or Cummings, excuse me. And puck sent right back into the neutral zone. Ferris trying to dig it off of the wall. And Julia Lindahl goes back into her own zone.
Spread out, Michigan.
She comes down over center. Julia Lindahl gains the zone. Julia Lindahl onto the near circle, looking for a backhand.
She had a space under the glove. That was very close.
Maddox with a big save there. 45 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. Battle for it in the near corner as Cummings trying to pull it away. Now that got ahead by Galasini. Galasini through center. Galasini gains the zone. Top of the near circle. Galasini.
Nice D.
Good job by Ferris to poke it away. Puck in along the near boards.
2-on-1, and she held her ground.
Moved, coming down the near boards. Here comes Cummings. Cummings, high
She
slot.
wants to rip it.
Cummings, top of the far circle. Cummings. Now sends it top of the far slot. Carr with a blast. That one.
Just went over, I think.
Indeed. Kolwich takes it. Puts
Give
it
and
into
go.
the near corner.
Give and go.
Trying to get it back to Kolwich. There's another poke away by Maddox. trying to dig it out of that near corner. Is still trying to pull it away. Carr in there, as well as McLucky. Carr comes away with it.
Oh.
Right out in front, and that wouldn't settle down. Kolwich trying to feed it through. McLucky knocks it away. Good defense by the Spartans. Is that over to Huber. Huber
Trying to get him with a knuckleball.
indeed out of the box. Now fired ahead. That just missed.
They're playing
Bobby
in their end
coming
a lot.
back. Bobby gets it back in their own zone onto the near circle.
Good. Love the way they're going D to D. Lot of good passing.
Fed ahead, racing with it. As Schwab has it, top of the far circle. Schwab trying to skate through traffic.
Good
That
for
pulled
her.
away from Siciliano. Siciliano down the near board. She gains the neutral zone. Kolwich
Nice
trying to
poke
poke
check.
it away. Now Princeton,
Don't let her
top
shoot.
of the far circle.
She's got
Princeton on the
hands.
far circle. Princeton back behind the goal. Underneath the near circle. Gets it back to Josie Lindahl.
Step
Josie
up.
Lindahl.
Get closer.
Back to Princeton on the near circle. Shot there. Good save by Schiff. As right out in front was Huber. 8:02 left to go here. 1-0 game.
Jesus.
Back at 1 minute 6 seconds left of the first. That was the lone goal by Michigan, and it has been a battle to say the least. It's been a good Michigan State game. It's Hayward trying to take that face off versus Gordon. Secreto gets it into the far corner.
Nice.
Now brought ahead Michigan into
There
the
you go.
neutral zone.
Oh.
And is trying to get to that. DeMonica outside the near circle. Lifted right back. Trying to come in as Yelch had it.
Nice move. Just lost an edge.
Outside the near circle, that back to Josie Lindahl. Firing
Ooh, that's
at
going
that.
to leave a mark.
Knocked right off of the glove of DeMonica into the near corner.
Good news is she's not shaking her hand.
Pulled away by Hayward. Hayward ended up down on the ice.
Nice play with the skate.
Deflected off of a skate. Back to the blue line, trying to get it out.
Out of the
Callis
zone. Good.
had it, and I think that
Put
was
it all the way-
offside.
All the way down.
Yep.
No.
Oh, are you saying that was a hand pass?
Yeah, I'm going to say they
Yep.
put it into the zone on purpose. Or make them pay, go all the other end.
So that's going to come all the way back into the Michigan State zone. They'll be in the near face-off circle. Malashevsky in to take the face-off. Looks like Nelson's going to be on the other side. 7:23 left to go here in the second. We appreciate all you Wolverine and Spartan fans joining us and cheering for these two fantastic teams. Julia Lindahl trying to get to it. That puck outside the near circle. Malashevsky coming down into the near corner. That pulled away by Nelson. Nelson pokes it into the far corner. Leonard trying to move it ahead. Over to Wroblewski. Wroblewski right over center ice. Now grabbed by Nelson. Nelson into the zone, but offside the call.
Hope they weren't going to call that a penalty. She skated right into her.
7:01 left to go here in the second. We're playing a little hit me with your best shot. That seems about appropriate in this game.
Yeah.
That puck comes back into the neutral zone, controlled by Michigan. McGough gets it in along the near boards. Trying to get it over to Farrell. That tips away. Now back. Wroblewski trying to get it into the zone. Battle for it right at the near point. Ferris over there. Farrell, Nelson, and Wroblewski. Oh, there. That puck in along the end boards. Picked up by McGough, back behind her own goal. Carey back
tough
there
pass.
providing pressure.
Nice.
Julia Lindahl gets it out of the
Ooh,
zone.
That's a
Stolen away by Wroblewski.
nice strength.
Bringing it into the zone. Now Callis trying to get to it. Bat down the near boards. Leonard back into the neutral zone. Leonard fires it deep. That's saved by Schiff, and she'll cover it up. Face off in the Michigan zone. 7:01 left to go.
6 shots. This is where you got to hold it together and play your game. Keep grinding away. Wait for a break. Wait for a mistake.
A 1-0 game. You do not have a lot of room for errors.
No, you got to believe. Got to believe. We're winning draws.
That puck back into the near corner. Kolwich feeds it all the way around. Metz has it on the far circle. Metz getting it ahead. That rolls on edge, which might have made it go a little wide. Coming in, Callis on that near circle. Callis with the shot. Saved by Maddox. Callis trying to fire it
she
out
had
in
a
front.
body in front.
Oh, but Galassini with a really heady move to knock that centering pass away.
There's another
It's a
one.
shot by Kolwich, and that glove down by Maddox.
Nice little flurry there.
6:39 left to go here in this second.
I like State's pads. Those are sweet.
Yeah, indeed. Nice. It's a lot of the times you don't get anything too fancy here at the ACHA level, but that's nice pads, absolutely.
Yeah.
Face off, comes in along the near boards, back to Kolwich. Kolwich has that knocked away by Princeton, but keeps it in. Cummings gets it back behind the goal.
Right there!
McLucky out in front, and good job to steer it all the way through. Secreto trying to get to it. Now that's sent down the near boards.
Don't let her go alone.
Princeton coming down the near boards.
Her
Leading
hands
score
are
for
fast.
Michigan State. Onto the near circle. Good job to make her wait
play.
a few moments. Huber has it underneath the near circle. Huber
Come on.
looking for a crossing pass. Huber into the near corner. Now Princeton sends it back to the blue line for Galassini. Over top of the far circle for Siciliano. Siciliano's shot just goes through the crease. That back to Galassini, top of the near circle, puts it into the near corner for Princeton. Princeton pinned against the boards. Galassini holds it in off of her skate. Trying to sweep it away. Here comes Callis. She feeds it all the way down the ice. As icing waved off, Siciliano has it. Goes back behind her own goal with it. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the second. 1-0 Michigan with the lead, but the Spartans in the Michigan zone. Knocked away from Huber by Carr. Good job to get it from behind.
She likes to take a piece of stick and get you.
Here comes Hung. Hung in the far corner, or outside the far circle, as Siciliano poked that away from her.
Oh, nice play.
Hung trying to get it back as that sent to the blue line and out into the neutral zone.
Good idea.
Secreto fires it right back in. Michigan has to touch up. Josie Lindahl has it underneath the far circle. She feeds it down the far boards and gets it right back.
Boy, that makes it hard on the D doing that.
Huber moves it ahead. Leonard or Schlee trying to get to it. Now coming down the near boards. Here comes Secreto. Hung brings it in. Hung trying to work her way as she ends up down on the ice. That poked back. Here comes the Spartans the other direction. Josie Lindahl fires it all the way deep. That's going to be icing. 4:45 left to go here. In the second, 1-0, Michigan with the lead, but both teams have had their opportunities. Less shots here in this period than the previous period, unless folks get a lot in this remaining 4:45. Schlee in to take the face off down there. As Dilla on the other side. That block shot
bouncing.
Ricocheting around, and Maddox with a good job to see it. She gets a nice compliment there from Siciliano before she goes off the ice.
See, she's got that black strap on the glove hand, and every time it flops around, I think it's a puck.
Now face off in that far face-off circle as Nelson into take the face-off versus Dilla that goes all the way around outside the near circle. Spartans try and get out of the zone. Ferris holds it in. That got caught. Now Wroblewski had it. Now that's sent down the far boards. Coming ahead with it is Nelson. Nelson gains the Michigan zone. Outside the far circle. McGough trying to send her wide. Sends it right out in front and covered up by Schiff. As that went off of a Michigan skate. Right there on the doorstep was that Wroblewski? I think, yeah, Wroblewski was right on the doorstep. And boy, that...
We need to tie him up a little tighter than that.
It's a really, really good save by Schiff, as that could have been bad. 4:19 left to go here in the second. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Nelson in to take the face-off as...
trouble.
That grab. Leonard trying to fire it in.
Skate.
That was Malashevsky on the other side. Deflected off the near board, trying to hold it in as Anderson. That brought ahead by Farrell. Sent right back into the Michigan zone. McGough banks it off the far boards, trying to feed it ahead. Julia Lindahl chasing it, but Leonard has it in the far corner. Leonard sweeps it over to Anderson for the Spartans. Back to Leonard. Now Nelson in the far corner. That fired all the way around.
They're not doing anything to make it easy on themselves.
Outside the near circle, trying to feed it ahead. Now Anderson
Nice.
gets it. Julia Lindahl fires it back for McGough. McGough chases it back behind her own goal. Wroblewski trying to chase her. That puck coming ahead with it. Nelson. And knocked off of Schlee. Wroblewski has it. Send it back. Get along the near boards. Trying to get it ahead as Anderson. Back into the neutral zone. Here comes Schlee into the Michigan zone. Shot there. Steered away.
Avery didn't get a piece of that.
Chipped and a big collision.
That's going to be a penalty
right
on
in
them.
front of the bench. And
Uh-oh.
there's a Michigan player down. As that's a dangerous place to take a hit, as you have a half board there.
I was afraid that Julia.
That was Julia Lindahl. She
She's
pops
tough
up.
as can be, but
She's all right. I'm sure her parents had a couple skips of the heart there.
she's a little shaken. Thankfully, we have a trainer for the games now. We haven't got one for practices yet.
It's good to have a trainer. She'll be attended to. The trainer right over checking on her, so we'll keep our fingers crossed that she's all right. You don't want to see any of these players injured as the trainer goes right back over, so keep our fingers crossed that Julia's all right. Garbady in to take the face off versus Schlee.
Back in the trainer's room. That's not great.
Oh, now Julia's going back. Okay.
Uh-oh. This is who we do not want to
Here
let do
comes
this.
Princeton. Princeton outside the near circle. Princeton back behind the goal. Onto the far circle. Princeton goes back into the neutral zone. Michigan State looks to reset. As again, that was a 2-minute penalty. Michigan back on the power play. Jeez. Michigan has 4 power play opportunities. The Spartans 1, so you assume the next viable opportunity, the Spartans should get a power play. McGough sends it in along the near boards. Here comes Farrell. Farrell has it. Farrell sweeps it ahead. Here comes Garbady just off the first stick. Schlee coming the other direction. Or Galassini coming the other direction. Sent back to McLucky at her own blue line. McLucky.
Play a little 4 corners here.
Over to Schlee. Schlee gains the zone. Fires it in deep into the far corner. Princeton.
We can't let her have that space. She'll
Princeton
walk.
with a shot off the side of the net.
She can fire it too.
McGough into the far corner. Princeton ties her up. Now Garbady coming over to try and get to it. Garbady comes away. 55 seconds left to go in the power play.
Nope.
As trying to get over to DeMonica. Galassini steals that away as she saw that pass all the way. Galassini, top of the far circle. Good job by McGough to pick apart that one. McGough down the far boards into the Spartan zone. Shot there and covered up by Maddox. 39 seconds left to go in the Michigan power play. 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Lindahl continues to get worked on back in the trainer room. We hope the captain will be all right. Face off in the far face-off circle. Mater versus Malashevsky trying to pull that away. Big battle top of the far circle. Now back to the far point. Sent over, coming ahead with his Cummings. Moves it back over to Malashevsky into the near circle. Malashevsky into the near corner. Trying to get around Leonard side. As that comes back to Ferris at the blue line. Ferris over. Cummings with a one-timer. Ooh, that went off a Bobby. Little friendly fire there.
Yeah, it would have been nice to go the other direction.
Cummings underneath the far circle. Cummings outside the far circle. Cummings. High slot. Now moves it over. Banks it off the near board. And back over. Racing over. Cummings gets it.
There we go.
Sorry, Malashevsky trying to feed it in front, and that tipped and covered up. 1 minute, 14 seconds left to go here in the second. Both teams get wholesale changes, one of those things. They changed everybody's what I'm trying to say.
Full sale?
Wholesale.
Wholesale changes? Retail changes? Watching to see if Julia's going to come back. She hasn't taken any equipment off. And
face off in that near face-off circle. Gordon in to take the face off.
Checking something.
Anderson on the other side. Or no, excuse me, that's Schuster on the other side.
Oh, no.
As that puck in along the far boards brought ahead. Reineck into the Michigan zone. Reineck top of the far circle. Reineck.
You got to play with
backhand it right in front. That pulled back by Anderson outside the far circle.
A little more urgency.
Metz trying to pull that away. 54 seconds left to go here in the second. As Schuster trying to get to it. Puck back behind as Metz loses his edge but gets it over to Kolwich. Kolwich trying to feed it in front from underneath the near circle. All the way through the neutral zone. McLucky at her own blue line. McLucky feeds it. Mater brings it in, top of the far circle.
No.
Trying to take a shot that just misses wide to the near side. Picked up. McLucky trying to hold it in. Now Schuster has it right at the block M. Schuster coming down the far boards. Gains the zone. Schuster shot there, sticked away by Schiff. Now Kolwich into the near corner with 18 seconds left to go. Michigan has to be strong and finish off this period. Not giving the Spartans an opportunity. Still into the near corner, trying to battle away. Gordon in there, Kolwich in there, trying to get that away from Schuster. Still working on it. 2 seconds, 1 second, and they blew it right before. So I think they're going to want like 2 seconds back on that clock.
I don't buy into just letting them do that till forever. Just, I know they do it in the pros too, but blow the whistle and take a draw. I think Julia went back to the bench.
I don't see anyone at that trainer spotted. That will do it. As a face-off and time expires, 1-0 Michigan with the lead as we head into the third. But boy, it has been a battle. No easy possessions, no easy opportunities in this game thus far.
No, Michigan State had 8 shots that period, and I had Michigan with 12 for a 2-period total of 22 for Michigan and 21 for the Spartans.
So Michigan with 1 extra shot and 1 additional tally on the scoreboard. And that's where we have it. In a big Thursday night game. We will get to a little bit of the Michigan marching band. Any final thoughts on the second before we let
we're going to have to come up with a little more spark. You know, we kind of rode it out that period, and we started to look a little tired. We need to play with more emotion and not let anybody behind us. If they have to bring it the distance, they bring it the distance. So.
Absolutely. Well, let's play a little bit of the Michigan Marching Band. We'll come back with your Michigan Scoreboard Report. You're listening to Michigan Women's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting.
Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to the Michigan Amphitheater. You know, so much of the music we hear today is this pre-programmed electronic disco. You never get a chance to hear master bluesmen practicing their craft. By the year 2006, the music now known as the blues will exist only in the classical record department of your local public library. And so, this afternoon, while we still can, let us welcome from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Gary Lewis and his blues band. Gary Lewis and his blues band.
And now it's time for a Michigan scoreboard report as we take a look at Michigan action from around the campus and beyond this past week. Going back to Sunday, September 21st, it was Michigan in women's soccer versus number 4 UCLA. That was a 1-0 loss there. In field hockey, Michigan lost to James Madison 3-1. In women's volleyball at Notre Dame, Michigan won 3-0. On Monday, September 22nd, it was in men's tennis, the ITF M15 Ann Arbor. There was a non-scoring tournament. And then for women's golf, it was the Canadian Collegiate Invitational. They were 5th after day 1. Taking a look at Tuesday, again, the ITF M15 Ann Arbor continued in men's tennis. And women's tennis, it was the ITA All-American Championship and the Canadian College Invitational. Michigan was 6th of 15 there. Again, the ITF M15 continued for men's tennis, and the ITA All-American Championships continuing on Wednesday for women's tennis. In volleyball, Michigan lost in 3 sets 0-3 to number 1 Nebraska. On Thursday, today, again, those two tennis for the men, the ITF M15 Ann Arbor non-scoring event, the ITA for the women's tennis All-American Championships non-scoring, and then for women's soccer, they played Nebraska today at 7 o'clock and no score reported there. Tomorrow, men's tennis plays at the Notre Dame Invitational. Women's cross country is at the Gans Creek Classic down in Columbia, Missouri, both men's and women's. In swimming and diving, it's the Team Be Better Invitational in Ann Arbor. Field hockey will take on number 10 Maryland, that in College Park tomorrow at 5 p.m. That'll be on Big Ten Plus. Men's soccer versus Michigan State. That's a 6 p.m. game tomorrow in Ann Arbor. So big battle there. And of course, Saturday, again, men's tennis at the Notre Dame Invitational, and women's volleyball takes on Michigan State in East Lansing at 8 p.m. That is your Michigan scoreboard report. And what does Michigan have to do to keep this one-goal lead and finish off this game with a win, Coach Ned?
Well, I texted shots to the coaching staff that's down there and said, nobody behind us, play the smartest and bring the energy. Protect the house. It's our rink, and we're gaining game experience. They've got 3. This is our second. So some young players will just do what we do best, is play our game and see if we can hold it together. We got Avery back there playing well, so there haven't been a lot of mistakes. It seems like they're both playing fairly cautiously.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to make mistakes, so it's a game of mistakes. We'll see if we can make the fewest.
As it is a tight game. Now, the next game will be a week from today. That will be Davenport back in. That will be October 2nd at 8 p.m. here at Yost Ice Arena. So come on down, another CCWHA matchup.
Thank goodness we're not going there. There's so much construction between here and there. It's crazy.
Although I would prefer this time of year to go, because
sure.
For some reason when we go out there, we're going to the Southside Ice Arena in not too long, later this year, calendar year. And for whatever reason, when we come back, we always hit a snowstorm every single time coming back. Nice place to play, but Mother Nature hates us coming back.
No, especially the ice storms. We've had to get a room before because we just couldn't drive.
Yeah, I've definitely white knuckled it back when. Afterwards, I'm like, what did I do that for?
And if we're white back on a night like tonight, we're not going to be out of here for another, maybe, with the post-game stuff that we do, another hour.
Well, thank gosh it being in its 60s. It doesn't make it too comfortable at the top of Yost.
No.
Because the building is built for a little cooler temperatures.
I was going to say it's late, too.
Yeah, no doubt.
So if you're still up, kids, thank Mom and Dad for being able to watch this exciting game, because
absolutely, we appreciate
past
it.
my bedtime. Papas should be asleep.
I think there might be a little bit of Thursday night football left when we get done.
Yeah, it looks like a close one. We got another person in the trainer. I think that's just equipment.
That is Julia Lindahl getting herself
maybe
worked together. Something she is getting taped up around the middle.
Oh, be darned! You're right. You got the opera glasses.
I do indeed. Well, sometimes the jerseys get a little bunched, and it's you know, I hate calling the wrong number, and that happens. So I try and use everything I can.
It's not as if there's an occasional braid or ponytail across the number or the name. Oh my gosh!
Hey, so long as they don't tuck it in the back, that's where I can only see.
Yeah.
Where I can only see an inch of the number coming in is Garbady. That pulled away. Leonard sends it down the far boards. Nelson trying to bring it into the Michigan zone.
Check.
Callis coming back to cause pressure, and that covered up as Carey was right on the doorstep.
Okay, we got to match every bit of Michigan State's energy.
1942 here in the third. Michigan a 1-goal lead, but that's one shot away from being a tie game. And puck into the far corner. Fired all the way around the boards, outside the near boards. Leonard trying to pull that outside the near circle now. Michigan gets it into the neutral zone, picked up by Cummings.
Harder.
That brought right back in by
nice back
Roblewski. Sent around by Garbady. Now Carey has it outside the far circle, back to the far point.
Just
shot there.
Slide through the center without anybody near him.
Leonard trying to grab it. Now Michigan fires it ahead. Ricochets off the far boards. Carey has it there. Carey brings it right back into the Michigan zone.
Play.
Good job to knock that away. Great defense back over there by Garbady. She's battling in front of the Michigan bench. Fired right back in by
Lindahl,
Josie
right?
Lindahl. Yep.
She might be taller than her sister. Oh, my goodness.
She's on the far circle, and that deflected a defender's stick out in the way.
She's going to be good.
It does indeed appear that way.
I mean, I'm not saying she isn't now, but she is now. She's just going to be very good.
Huber trying to get to it outside the far circle.
No.
Oh,
what a play.
Out in front, and oh boy, Siciliano with the shot.
Nice
that
give
went
and
off
go.
of Hung's skates. There's another shot. As Josie Lindahl from top of the far circle. Siciliano with the blast. That taken away by the defense. Princeton holds it in at the near point, and Michigan State is on a mission. And puck outside the far circle.
Mission State, yeah.
Yeah. As Carr trying to pull it out there. Carr gets it back into the neutral zone. Michigan trying to get it down to the Spartan end for the first time this period. All the way back, picked up into the near corner as Siciliano trying to feed it ahead to Huber.
They absolutely had us on a good give and go.
Josie Lindahl over the blue line. She fires it. That tip into the Michigan zone. Over. That went off of Met's skate.
Make it easy.
Metz on the near circle. She knocks it off of the far board. Intercepted by McLucky over to Galassini. Galassini outside the near circle. Galassini had spun with it. That taken
we're going to take one down. We're going to get a trippy, I think.
Still down on the ice is the Spartan. As they went down hard, we hope they're all right. Fingers crossed. You don't want to see any of these folks injured. As that was a tripping call. Into the box goes Metz. So Michigan State is going to get this power play, and you just, again,
probably
keep
didn't
your
get
fingers
a replay,
crossed.
right?
Here comes the trainer, so we're very glad to have her here.
Yeah, she's not equipped to get on this turf either. Looks like the left leg is being
we are
watched.
not a doctor, but she is in some pain down there, and we keep our fingers crossed. Everyone keeping our as that's Galassini down as she kind of on her right side as the trainer goes to take a look.
Looking at the knee.
As we're leaving the camera off for a little privacy. You don't need your painful moments broadcast out there, but Spartans taking a knee, a bunch of Michigan players taking a knee, and now trainers calling over a couple Spartans to help Galassini to the bench. As she is not putting any weight on that left leg. So it didn't look like a lot when she went down, but obviously it did not feel good as she is putting no weight on that left leg. So good round of applause by all the fans here. Good sportsmanship. And boy, we're really hoping she's okay. As that does not look like much fun. She has the trainer and two Spartans helping her off.
Yeah, and they're really carrying her. Sometimes you see a player glide.
Yeah, that's not what's happening.
There's not much
here.
gliding there at all.
No. So we are very grateful to have a trainer And hopefully they can take care of Galasini, and we're wishing her health in great speed. The toughest part is getting her off of the ice because there's not a good way to help her up.
Use a stick as a cane there.
Yeah. Again, another round of applause as they get her off the ice. And now the trainer goes to work, and we just hope that the trainer can work her magic. And
they get to pick the side, so they're going to go to the center's forehand if she wants to shoot straight through.
So into the box goes Metz for 2 minutes. Second power play for the Spartans. As Leonard has it at the blue line, trying to fire it back, as the Spartans have been playing really well this top of the period as well. Good job to clear it all the way down the ice by Schwab.
Well, everybody's rested.
Leonard will grab it underneath the near circle, trying to feed it ahead to Robluski. As that to the blue line and sent ahead, now picked up by Carey. Carey grabbed the deflection onto the near circle. Carey back behind the Michigan goal, trying a wraparound attempt. Great job by Secreto to get her stick in the way. Secreto steers it into the far corner. Carey over there, gets to a first, sends it back to the far point. Leonard, top of the near circle, over to Robluski. Robluski drop pass over to Leonard. Leonard trying to feed it onto the far circle. Again, Secreto with a great job getting the stick in the way.
Stick on it.
And firing it out in front. Loose trying to knock that away as it goes back behind the goal. Secreto feeds it, but Leonard holds it in at the far point. Leonard onto the near circle over to Robluski. Robluski trying to fire it ahead. Outside the near circle, Leonard holds it in. Leonard, top of the near circle. There's a blast that goes just high.
That was tipped over the net.
It was
Could have caught the top shelf.
Carey with a shot and a save by Schiff.
Okay, we've got to...
Two Spartans right on top of her.
Michigan needs to use this as a springboard. Kill this and step it up. We don't have a shot on net yet. We're playing in our end the whole period.
16:21 left to go here in the third. 42 seconds left on the power play. Face off to Schiff's left in the far face-off circle. Nelson and Gordon in to take the face-off. As that puck gathered up, sent across by Huber, and that shot just went by Schlee. Trying to get to it is Yesh. All the way back outside the near circle, sent to the blue line and back.
Don't let her shoot.
Back to Princeton. Princeton over to the far circle. And for Nelson, Princeton back, high slot. Puck wouldn't settle down for her. Now she comes top of the near circle. Princeton trying to get the tip out in front.
Not a bad play.
As Nelson trying to chase it. Now that's sending along the near boards.
Ice it.
And Michigan just can't get it out as Princeton knocks it off the near board. Good job to get it out of there by Gordon. Gordon sends it all the way down the ice. Princeton has it back behind her own goal line. Princeton underneath the far circle, moves it all the way across to Schlee. Schlee, cross ice pass, deflected off a Michigan player, but coming in with it is Yesh.
3-on-1.
Back to the blue line, but Michigan State still able to keep it in. As into the near corner, here comes Huber. All the way back to Princeton, top of the far circle. Princeton outside the far circle, drop pass into the far corner. As Huber trying to get away from it. Now sent into the far corner by Yesh. Back behind the goal. Princeton outside the near circle with it. Princeton gets it back to Schlee at the near point. Princeton. Top scorers. She's had some great opportunities. Good save by Michigan. And that fired all the way out into the neutral zone. Schlee trying to hold it in.
Even up now.
Princeton still there. Trying to poke it away. McGough. Princeton sends it deep into the far corner. Schlee chasing it outside the far circle. Malashevsky right on top of her.
She plays the whole game. 21, watch her. She's open on that far side.
Still battling in along the far boards. And a whistle.
We got a penalty.
Robluski trying to get to it.
Too many men.
That is going to be
it. Or delay a game? I didn't
see what it was. It's coming back into the Spartan zone, though. I'm wondering if it was a hand pass. They moved it back into, something? Or touched the hand, and it's going back into the Spartan zone, maybe? I did not see the move they made.
Well, it wasn't a penalty. I guess
no,
it's just
nobody in the box.
Yeah, just a draw.
Still, Michigan's
yes, there is somebody in the box.
That is going to be Reineck, number 22, going into the box. So Michigan on the power play. And hopefully that can get Michigan's offense going here as they at least get it down in the Spartan end. Julia Lindahl back on the ice. Very glad to see that. As
see how she feels.
As Cummings had it, that tipped away back over to Julia Lindahl on the far circle. It would make her feel a lot better as a
goal. Put it on her forehand. Yeah, I was just going to say, that'll cure a lot.
Ferris chases it back to Spartans. Wroblewski right back there providing pressure.
I apologize. I don't know what the...
Sent right back in by Siciliano.
I think it's too many men.
It may well have been. I did not see the hand signal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's too many men.
So probably too many players on the ice penalty. It was like what my wife is showing.
Well, they were doing this too earlier.
Oh, they were doing the spinny circle. That's the official term for it, by the way, the spinny circle.
Yeah, that's technical.
I know.
For the technical guy.
Yeah. As there's a shot by Siciliano, blocked out in front, picked up. Down the near boards, here comes Julia Lindahl over center. Julia Lindahl gains the zone as she's top of the far circle. She sends it back to Secreto at the blue line. Secreto back to Julia Lindahl underneath the far circle. Is that trying to tip it out in front?
Off them.
Yeah, is it back into the near corner. Siciliano trying to knock it away, and it almost deflected in. Secreto holds it in. Here comes Carr. Top of the near circle.
She wants to shoot it.
Carr moves it over. There's Julia Lindahl with a shot. And back to the far point. Secreto holds it in. Princeton trying to make it difficult on that far side as Secreto blast. That got deflected off. Carr has it on the near circle. Carr trying to battle into the near corner. Siciliano trying to pull it away. That comes top of the near circle. Secreto takes it. Secreto switching up with Malashevsky. Now Malashevsky moves it all the way across. Julia Lindahl, top of the far circle. Malashevsky coming into the far circle. That went off of a skate. That went off a Princeton skate. Back behind.
There we go.
Trying
right
to
there.
Is Malashevsky
what a
with
shot.
a point
There's
blank shot.
Oh.
And covered up by Maddox as Maddox made a beautiful save off of a point blank shot. And then managed the second one as here it comes. That puck bounces right out in front and a blast. And what a good save. Rebound came out. And, yeah.
I think those are the first two saves of the period for Michigan State's goalie.
I do not doubt it. They have played very, very well. 22 seconds left to go here in the third period. 12:58 left to go. Michigan hanging on to a one-goal lead as 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 players out there. They're trying to get a fifth. Secreto comes out. She was just out there. Dilla in to take the face-off. Dilla paddles forward and along the far boards. That's sent back by Demotica. Taking Dilla underneath the near circle. That poked away by Leonard. And trying to put it back deep is Bobby. Bobby into the near corner with it. And pulled away by Leonard. Leonard back behind her own goal. Sends it down the far boards. Motter with it there.
Nice.
Motter gets to the far point, but held in by Secreto. She puts a shot in a glove. Save by Maddox.
So, little coach's corner. The NHL does not have an official signal for too many men on the ice. Instead, referees and coaches often use informal signals such as holding up 6 fingers or making stirring a drink motion, which is definitely what I saw.
There you go. Okay, so too many players on the ice is the penalty. That's now expired. So no harm, no foul on that one for the Spartans.
That would have bothered me, yeah.
So try with the flashcards on the signals, but it doesn't help when they don't have one.
Right.
That doesn't make my life easier.
No.
As winning that into the far corner was Schuster. Now Motter trying to get it out of the zone. That comes into the neutral zone, down the near boards. Here comes McGough bringing it right back into the Spartan zone. Michigan showing a little bit more pep in their step as that fired into the far corner. Here comes the Spartans, just as I say that. Motter coming down the far boards. McGough trying to poke that away. Now Ferris lost it, picks it back up and along the far boards. Dilla trying to get to it. Now Bobby brings it into the neutral zone. That right into the skates. Fired in by Josie Lindahl. McGough picks it up. Sends it in along the far boards. Gathering it up there. Michigan trying to move it over to Dilla. Dilla trying to get it out of the zone. That
Heads up.
Right in front of the Michigan bench. Now fired deep into the Spartan zone. Gathered up back there by Siciliano. 11 minutes, 42 seconds left to go. Here in the third, Michigan with a 1-goal lead. Michigan would love to get one more for comfort, and Spartans want to get it all knotted up as Huber brings it in. Huber, good poke check to knock that away. Here comes Garbady. Garbady through center. Garbady, 4 Spartans in front of her.
By herself.
She goes into the far corner.
Look.
Wide angle shot trying to come back.
It's still live.
As great job. A big save by
Nice
Maddox.
follow-up.
Another shot there is that was by Metz. Here comes the Spartans the other direction.
Yeah, defenseman.
Racing ahead is McLucky. McLucky into the neutral zone and fires it into the far corner. McLucky off the side of the
Open net
Oh,
in front.
gee, if there wasn't a
Bouncing
stick by
puck.
Kolwich there, that would have been a heck of an opportunity for Huber. Moved over, that puck in along the near boards. Cummings chasing it. Leonard has it back behind her own goal. Leonard down the far boards, gets it over to Princeton. Princeton over to Huber. Huber through center. Huber
We don't have enough people back most of
gains
these
the
times.
zone. Schlee puts it into the far corner. Secreto over there. Secreto
Nice.
trying to move it ahead to Carr.
Oh.
Carr trying to feather it in front, but a couple Spartans gumming up the works.
There, okay.
Here comes Carr stealing it away.
Fresh body, though.
Coming into the zone, trying to fire it over to Gordon. Anderson knocks that away. Schlee coming down the near boards.
Ooh,
As
a lot of body. There we go. Step in.
that in
Way to read
along
it.
the far
Way to read
boards. Carr has it outside the far circle. Carr racing over. Princeton trying to knock that away. Here comes Gordon.
Boom, boom,
Comes
boom,
back to
boom,
Soretto,
boom,
top
boom.
of the far circle. That went off the back of a Spartan. 10 minutes left to go here in the third. And coming ahead, by the way, it looks like Galassini is now in street clothes back behind, I believe. As I see a person with just a Michigan State sweater back in that trainer area. So we hope she's going to be all right. And puck in along the near boards. Now here comes Siciliano. Siciliano into the near corner, fires it out in front. Is that puck back to the near point? Held in by Nelson. Nelson fires it right back behind the goal. That rims all the way around to Carey. Carey on the far
We
circle.
got people in front.
Back to Leonard. Now Siciliano off of the near boards.
Nice
Hung
block.
knocks that away. Hung, she's had a couple really nice defensive plays for the forward.
Almost got too many people
Farrell
again.
trying to poke it away. Puck loose in front of the Michigan bench.
Oh, nice.
Now Nelson fires it.
Oh,
that
oh, oh,
loose.
oh, 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 oh.
Wabrowski trying to get to it. Now pulled in. Here
By
comes
herself.
Malashevsky outside the near circle. 9 minutes left to go. Whistle.
Hand pass. Nice. They probably. I don't think Michigan State takes a bus. Did you? You didn't probably see a bus, did you?
I didn't see one.
Just wondered. Hope she doesn't have to drive.
That would be lousy. That would be lousy.
No, nice shot. Surprise them. Well, we're out shooting them 6-4, but there's
Hopefully none of them have class too early in the morning.
yeah. Well, we had practice starting at 10 last night, so they didn't get out till they didn't get done with practice till 11:20, and we had film before that. So
Face off into the near corner. I can't sleep after a game like this for a couple hours. Let alone I can't imagine playing it, although they're probably a lot more wiped out than I am.
well, they look kind of. Oh, we're going to get one there.
Is that again five penalties to 2? You
in our
figured
end.
the next opportunity would go towards a Michigan. Not that they call what they can see, but they like to keep things fairly even if they can.
It's easy. Plays hard.
So DeMonica into the penalty box. The Spartans have a good opportunity with 8:39 left to go.
It's
That puck
huge.
right back into the Michigan zone
Springboard to kill this.
with a single goal lead that has lasted for a while now. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to jinx
A long
things.
time.
Since the first period. Nelson in to take the faceoff versus Gordon in the near faceoff circle. What a game between these two spots.
Ooh.
There's a shot, good save by Schiff as McGough sends it all the way around the boards. Princeton, who else holds it in at the far point? Moving it over, trying to get to Schlee. That out. Michigan State will have to.
Smart play
set
to
back
clear
up.
it. I would like to have kept possession.
Gordon does a good job to at least get it out of the zone. That one fired right back in, and that off the bench is that hit Heiserman.
Yeah.
Is at least she's in her
Side.
goalie gear.
Nice save.
Yeah.
I had to fix her helmet pregame.
Oh, no fun not having a good helmet.
She is focused, ready at any moment.
Well, you gotta be that as the backup goalie because you can't be cold when you get called to come in.
Nice
hopefully
play.
she doesn't have to, but still. Schlee has it as she drifts back to her own blue line, feeding it ahead.
She
And
almost
tip
fell.
as Cummings firing it in.
Go
Cummings trying to
across.
get
Go
to
across.
it. Cummings
She doesn't
with
know
the
he's there.
backhanded shot as a good save
Somebody
by
should have
Maddox.
been screaming. She had a left wing breaking in with the goalie totally focused on her. What a great effort to get there.
Nelson back to get that back behind the goal. Nelson from the near side to the far side, coming ahead with it. Nelson
Shorty
makes a
would be
move
good.
over the blue line. Nelson has that poked
Nice.
away. Julia Lindahl trying to move it over. Now that fired all the way down the ice by Colwich. That back, stopped by Maddox, just underneath the far circle. 56 seconds left to go in the Spartan power play. Julia Lindahl providing some heavy pressure back there.
Drop past a mystery person. Uh-oh.
That
Don't let her
grab,
shoot.
Princeton moves it over, top of the far
Nice.
circle, knocked
Got
away.
got the one time.
Julia Lindahl trying to knock that away, and Motter trying to poke that back. Now Siciliano back there trying to pull that puck away, and it goes into the near corner. Big battle for it inside of there. I think that's Schuster, and now Carey comes away with it.
Nice,
Ricocheted
smart
off the
play.
near board, and that's going to send all the way down. 20
That's
seconds
where
left
we
to
want
go.
handling it right there. There we
As
go.
Julia
Give
Lindahl
it to her.
steals it
Emily.
away.
Emily.
As she's trying to get it out in front, but really good play by
Send
Princeton.
it back. There you go. Kill some
Princeton
time.
making it difficult as the power play has 5 seconds left to go on it. Lifted up high, coming down the near boards. Carey with it over on blue line. Now the power play has expired.
21's gassed.
Bringing it
Played
in.
hard.
Siciliano with the shot that got blocked out in front. Sent back to the blue line and out into the neutral zone. Leonard has it there.
Okay, use this as a springboard, guys. You killed it. Let's go.
Leonard ricochets it. Now Carey fires it back in.
There
Bobby
we
trying
go.
to get to it. Here comes Dilla. Dilla gains his own. Dilla
On a captain.
outside the near circle. Dilla trying to fire it. Leonard gets her skates in the way, stopping
Good
that
play,
centering
D.
pass. Here comes Carey down the near boards. Fired ahead. Wroblewski gains the zone. Wroblewski outside the far circle as she takes Secreto's stick with her. And puck in along the near boards. Leonard trying to hold it in, trying to dig it off the near board. Now Dilla moves it right back behind.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
hard
kind of a
play
slew
there.
foot.
as trying to pull it
Two
away.
people open in front. Look at the back
Reinach
door.
trying to move it. Leonard has it at the blue line. That shot deflected by Wolverine out in front. Oof. Sent back as Reinach gets it back over to McLucky. Now Reinach top of the far
that.
circle. Leonard comes over to get to it.
Our forwards are gassed.
Leonard moves it in. We could use to get it into the neutral zone to get a line change. Not an icing, obviously, because you can't change on an icing.
Yeah,
As McLucky, high slot. McLucky top of the
Trouble.
far circle. As that puck whistles on through all the way back to the near point. Hayward with it there. Hayward
man, we are
moves
gassed.
it over to McLucky. At this point, you almost need an icing just to catch your breath.
Yeah,
As that puck now heads out to center. As Michigan
it's not going to make it, so
get
that's good.
off of, they get a line change, huge, much needed line change as Anderson feeds it ahead. Schuster, top of the near circle. Schuster, drop pass over to Anderson. That fired right back behind the Michigan goal. Secreto into the far corner, trying to get it away from Huber, as well as Schuster still digging in that far corner, right by the Big Ten Plus logo there. Puck still battling. Secreto trying to pull it in. Princeton right there. She's involved in everything.
Oh,
a shot.
what a save.
As that steered away. Great job by Schiff.
Full
and now
extension of the toe.
Secreto fires it in. Here comes Ceballos.
Nice
Ceballos
pass.
gets it back. Ceballos into the zone. Ceballos getting a shot. That got caught
There. Ooh.
in Siciliano's legs.
Oh, she was going to give that to her goalie. That's always tricky.
Oh, absolutely. That back, a fire with it. Hung trying to knock it through.
No,
Is
no,
that
it's
covered
still there.
up? Loose.
Right in front.
Now Carr with the
Oh, my
blast.
God. It's behind her.
And you have about 3 or 4 Spartans there trying to make sure.
Yeah, covering up, which is, a no-no. That could be a penalty shot. You got to be careful.
I think mainly they had their sticks in there, but
Well, there were bodies on their knees.
yeah, it just the replay went fairly quick there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that luxury.
No, and we really appreciate our director, Mike Butler, who is a solid Spartan fan but didn't wear any of his gear tonight, so we appreciate that.
He's rooting for Letterkenny today.
Indeed.
Oh, we got a question here. Yeah, he's probably going to ask about falling down on the covering a puck.
So Coach Bonser pleading his case,
Yeah,
and I think he's saying that it was covered up by a player, not the goalie.
Yeah, I would very much say that is a no-no and should
Could you
be
replay
called.
that last replay? Here, let's take a look. It was quick, but you see it right out in front. It comes in.
See,
and
the player's
shot.
turned right here with a hand like that. That's the one that was on all fours. I mean, I can't tell from here.
We can't tell from here if
Sure
anything
looks
happened.
suspicious. If you're a homer, it looks suspicious.
Yeah.
That's a tough call on a 1-0 game.
And honestly, if you think it's going in 1-0 with 4 minutes left, you cover it up and you take the penalty.
Yeah, take
right?
or
I
the
mean,
penalty shot, whatever, yeah.
There's times when things like a penalty, pass interference, there's times when they're not bad penalties.
No, absolutely. Oh, my.
Puck into the corner. Leonard trying to get to it. Hung down there, trying to battle. Comes away with it. Here comes the Spartans.
Now, question is, are they going to pull a goalie?
Carey bringing it ahead. Now Ferris has it down the far boards. Ferris trying to
good play.
feather it ahead. You know, racing through. Carr gets it into his own car. Using her body.
She's
ends
just
up going down. But
they're beating her up.
Nelson puts it right back behind to Leonard. Leonard sends it in along the near boards. Here comes Carey. Carey. Long cross-ice pass.
Behind.
Over to Robluski. That one bounced weird. Here comes
Caught us on a change.
McLucky had it down on the near boards. Here comes Carey. Carey fires it in. Oh, that good. It felt good. McGough took it right off of the sternum.
She is tough. There we go.
Ahead. I knew they were all tougher than me, but that's not a high bar. Here comes Michigan into the zone.
Nice fake.
As
no
Callis
angle.
has it back behind. Callis has it underneath the
Point,
far circle.
point.
3:02 left to go. Cummings, top of the far circle. Cummings firing it back behind. Trying to put it out in front. Here comes Metz. Metz with a blast.
Nice
Deflected
shot.
out in front.
She's got a huge shot.
Oh, somehow Maddox saw it as she had a Michigan player right in front of her. There's Metz with a shot.
Don't let it block it.
That went off a Carey.
That's the worst thing.
Trying to hold it in. That back into the neutral zone. Michigan has to touch up as it's fired back deep. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. Here in the third, Michigan with a 1-goal lead. They have to touch up. Coming in with it. That Betta crossed. Excellent job by Farrell. Gets it over to Colwich. Colwich into the far corner. That off the side of the net.
Yes!
Fired it
yes!
in. A goal!
Yes! Yes!
Goal by Michigan. Is that Garbady? I think it might be. It is Garbady who got it. So Garbady and Maddox was doing
huge.
everything she could. So watching it here on the replay.
Did it off her backhand, I think.
Coming over, back into the corner, off the side, and backhanded in. And I think Maddox thought she had it, and it's just squirted out of the glove. And huge 2-0 lead by Michigan, and over a very good Spartan team.
Yeah, and I don't know now if they're going to pull the goalie. Now you wonder.
Well, goal differential counts a little bit. We have yet to have our first ACHA rating. I double-checked that today to make sure it hasn't come out yet, and it's still last year's. As that puck in along the far boards, and
now what?
Obviously, there's a whole bunch of computers and everything involved in those ratings. At the same time, you're just looking to get a big win here.
Uh-oh.
As Michigan into the penalty box. Trying to see who is that. Is that
Colwich?
Nope, that is Harrell into the box, hooking the call. So thank you to Christina. Great job on the hooking call. Little Eye of the Tiger going on right here, trying to get everyone fired up. And now you wonder if they pull the goalie with make it a 6-on-4. Shot there, glove save. As 2:08 left to go in the game, hopefully. 1:56 left to go in the power play.
Oh, my God.
Look, I'm
come
not
on,
hoping
come
for,
on, come on.
I'm trying to not jinx us, is all I'm saying. Head out to the near circle.
Don't say who we're playing for now.
Robluski trying to fire that away. I know nothing. That slipped past Leonard is all the way back into the neutral zone, picked up by Siciliano. Siciliano over to Leonard. Had intercepted, knocked down by Malashevsky. Fired ahead. Malashevsky has it. She banks it off the far board. Carey has it there. Carey retreats, top of the far circle in of her own zone. Carey coming down the near boards. 1 minute, 36 seconds left to go in the third. Carey, and there goes the goalie as Michigan State has pulled their goalie. So they have a 6-on-4 for the Skaters, trying to fire it off the side of the net. Covered up there by Schiff. 1:15 left to go in the power play. 1:27 left to go. Here in the third, my oh my, what a contest. Empty net to our right, but the problem is, well, the good thing is if you're shorthanded, you can ice the puck without having to come all the way back into your own net.
Yeah, we're loving that.
In some ways, I almost feel like it's easier when you are down on the power play, because you on the penalty kill, because you can ice the puck.
The problem is you're down 2, but
yeah. Nelson in to take the face-off. Gordon on the other side in the near face-off circle. That to the right of Schiff. And one back to the near point to Princeton. Princeton, top of the near circle. Princeton shot that deflected off of Ferris's skate. Outside the far circle now. Hayward trying to fire it out in front. Good job to knock that away. Schlee has it. Schlee sends it high slot for Princeton. Princeton out to the far circle. That out in front.
oh,
and no goal.
Oh my!
No goal.
I saw it sneak in.
According to the official was right there. They waived the no goal.
Yep, he called it before. It was he
Here's
couldn't.
the
You lose sight of it. That's good enough.
As over top, fired off the side, and
he had already blown the whistle.
Tough call on the Spartans, but
welcome to Yost.
1:08 left to go.
A lot of time.
56 seconds of that, they have a 6-on-4 with an empty net. Puck all the way back to the near point. Schlee has it. Schlee, top of the near circle, sends it high slot for Princeton. Princeton with a shot that goes
Gotta
just
watch
wide.
that live dance.
Out in front is Reineck has it, and diving on it is Schlee. 53.9 seconds left to go. Can't tell me a low-scoring hockey game isn't exciting.
Yeah.
I am all manner of nerve-wracked up here.
Well, the 2 helps.
Yeah, it does. It really,
Otherwise,
really does.
you could hear my hair falling out.
Back to the near point. Princeton
Now you
with
just
it.
hear it go gray.
Princeton, top of the
Oh,
far
here we
circle
go.
is a
Broken stick. Huge.
That comes out.
Well, now that's 5-on-4.
Bad luck for the Spartans. Princeton brings it in. Princeton
Whoa.
still with it into the near corner.
Oh, my. That's got to be something. She just jacked her in the face with a cross check.
So
she's frustrated. She's
little
very confident.
Princeton goes into the box as that is going to make it 4-on-4 hockey, and out comes Maddox for 35.4 seconds left to go.
She could have gotten 2 there.
New stick out there for Huber. That broken stick, boy, that made a huge difference.
Yes, it did. Yeah, she jacked Maddie big time. Cross check to the face, neck, head. Now, you got lots of timeouts here.
Spartans game themselves set. They're in no hurry. Face off in the far face off circle. That's Malashevsky in to take the face off.
So they'll put the goalie back in.
Nelson on the other side.
Lots
it's
of room.
4-on-4 hockey.
4-on-4.
30 seconds left to go. Puck outside the far circle, trying to make her way in. That comes all the way across.
Put it on net.
Trying to fire it back deep is McGough. Then Julia Lindahl trying to get to it. Pulled away by Leonard. Leonard coming down the far boards. 18 seconds left to go. Leonard trying to feed it ahead to Hubert. Now pulled in by Nelson. Nelson poke checked away by Julia Lindahl. Lifted down into the neutral zone. 8 seconds left to go. Fired back deep. 5.
Keep it back.
4, 3, 2, 1. And Michigan able to come away with a 2-0 win on a talented Spartan team. It is always a heck of a game when these two teams get together. So next game will be a week from today, 8 p.m. Michigan versus Davenport, as Michigan will look to and put their offense on display. And
31 them, 30 us shots.
That was really close.
Game.
So fantastic game between these two teams. They will see each other again after the new year, hopefully at Clark Park in downtown Detroit. That is an outdoor rink, so that should be something cool to see.
Yep.
So Excited to see that again. Come on down, October 2nd. Man, how are we already almost to October? October 2nd, 8 p.m. game, Michigan versus Davenport. For my camera people, James Wiseman and Christina Wiseman. I know Coach Ted needs to get back into the dressing room there.
Locker room. They call that a locker room. Yeah.
You dress there too. For Mike Butler, our director, my name is Mark Wiseman, who can occasionally find words for things. Thank you very much. We appreciate you watching and cheering for whichever team. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Harbor Broadcasting will be back tomorrow for the Pioneer versus Huron football game.